riding, so we riding and we ready to go. 100,000 watts full throttle, baby, ready to blow. We passing alcohol to Jupiter, we got your attention. You can tune in anywhere, but listen at your discretion. To the legend, Mr. Hochman can't stop from each other deuce. My brother got his own hot burger at Tucker Deuce. Now my rush more of these sports, spitting the truth. It's Channing Crowder, greatest Dolphins who rock the 52. Solana one best of Miami, the voice of FIU. We reppin' to Miami, the Heat and the Panthers too. We reppin' for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We reppin' for the Crips, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a Pell on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do it wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. You spit the facts while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be reason that.
Ready to go, Crowder?
Yes, sir.
Well, nothing doing with LeBron still.
No.
We have boots on the ground. Crowder is there at the MEAC. What on earth are you doing at the MEAC Media Days?
We had a ESPN Plus coaches show, and we talked to the commissioner of the MEAC, the first female commissioner of any conference ever.
I mean, so this morning I text Crowder. We've got our sports, like the guy who runs the entire sports format for Odyssey, our corporate parent, is in town from Washington, D.C., as a matter of fact. And so I tell Crowder, I go, hey, don't forget to be in studio a little bit early today because this guy's going to be here. And Crowder texts back. He's like, oh, I just landed in D.C. I'm at the MEAC. I go, well, you are known for your extensive work with the MEAC over the years, so I guess I didn't realize that it was the media days.
South Carolina State won last year. Delaware State's coming up on them. You know, Morgan State, yeah, he's got a new coach.
That was me when they used to send me to Big Ten Media Days every year. I would buy like that magazine at the airport. It was like Street and Smith's, college football guide for the upcoming season, and I would like get 2 hours worth of studying on PJ Fleck and who was the coach from Wisconsin that I asked about the cheese curds?
Oh, I know. I was there.
I know. What the heck was his name?
Get his name.
Paul Christ at Wisconsin. So you did a little MEAC studying before you got there to media days?
I was locked in. I knew that they played. You're an alumni there, so to go back and to
I can't name one team in the MEAC. Can you?
I can, but here's why, Crowder. For a while, you've been on your Instagram, and I don't know if this is you or whoever's running your social media. You've been reposting MEAC stuff.
You have?
Like a lot of MEAC stuff. And like 2 days ago, I'm like, why is Crowder reposting MEAC stuff? And then I did a little deep dive. Oh, Deshaun Jackson is the head coach at Delaware State. Yes. Michael Vick is now the head coach at Norfolk State. And I'm like, okay, this is starting to make a little bit more sense to me.
Yes. And I love the HBCUs. Howard. Asia went to Howard. I always wear my Howard shirts. Yeah, man, that's how it all comes together. And it might have been a check attached to it. Just maybe.
Yeah, no, understood.
Understood. It's so funny. If you watch it, you'll watch the whole thing. It's like 2 hours. Every one of Fred's questions are the same. So what kind of standard are you trying to set at this organization?
That's a good question. What's
the culture that you're trying to set, the standard of the culture? Fred, you got to get something else, bro. We need something else.
I'm going to ask when Mike Wallace joins us later on this hour. I'm going to ask him what kind of standard and culture he's trying to set at Grizzlies.com. So the Heat are still the favorites to land LeBron. But I will tell you, I watched Rich Paul, just a clip, with Pat McAfee this afternoon. And I'm now of the belief that LeBron really hasn't decided where he's going, that he's not making us wait just for the sake of making us wait. I don't think that he's actually made his decision. Rich Paul was like, hey, he's earned the right to take as much time as he wants. And he said, I have set the table for him. He's got all the info, and now it's up to him to make a decision. And the more I watched the clip, the more I was of the belief that maybe he just hasn't made a full-on decision yet.
My only pushback to that would be nothing's going to change. Like,
I agree.
the rosters aren't changing, coaches aren't changing. Like, nothing's going to change. What is
still a life-altering decision? This is a potentially legacy-altering decision. So maybe he's like, yeah, I'm really going to put my time in here and figure this out, because there's not one that's jumping out at me over the like, he could be going through a lot of stuff. Could it be something as simple as, I think I want to play 2 more seasons, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% certain. So if there's a 1% chance that this is my last season, do I want to make sure it's in Cleveland, even though I think the roster is better in Philly or Miami? Like, I don't know. It could be that where he's like, I think I want to play 2 more. And so that would open me up next season to finish in Cleveland, but maybe I don't want to go through this again. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I watched this clip and I was like, you know what? Maybe he really doesn't know where he's going.
And I was watching something on the plane, and they were talking about, and I don't know if this is true, but how his family doesn't want to leave California. So he's making a decision for his legacy, for the bookends, or to go make it right in Miami. But he's looking, it's like, I'm going to leave my daughter, my son, and my wife in California and leave. So I see what you're saying. There's a lot more variables than just go make a decision real fast.
Right. It's not like, okay, I know all the rosters. This is the best fit for me basketball wise. Like, he's really, I'm thinking about, how is this decision going to affect my legacy, the way people talk about me, like, so there is a lot to it. So, again, it, for me, leads back to Miami every time, but what do I know?
I think Rich Paul's statement was 1,000% correct. He has earned the right to take his time.
He has, but it's still annoying. And I don't think for a second LeBron James has a change of heart on Sunday that is totally different than what he's feeling today. I think LeBron knows where he's going at this point.
Or knows where he's leaning.
It's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks since he announced that he was leaving the Los Angeles Lakers. You don't make that type of announcement without having a lean already in terms of what you want to do.
Solana.
It's not like it's been 5 days. It's been 3 weeks. He's right. Rich Paul's right. LeBron deserves, as long as he wants. He can decide up until the day before the regular season. He can decide
in the middle of the season if
Whatever.
he wants.
Yeah. He's earned that right. But let's not kid ourselves here. LeBron James knows right now where he's going to sign.
Solana, once you got waitlisted at UCF, did you make the decision the next day?
Yep.
Anywhere that says yes.
Come on, man. It takes high school athletes longer to decide what college they're going to, and they're not LeBron James. Hey, take his time. Do what the rush is, to get the NBA schedule out?
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially it. I mean, you're holding the league hostage, but so what? I've been your bread and butter for 20 plus years. Like, I can do whatever I want. I don't begrudge him that. No. Dolphins rookies reported today. I've got to say, I'm excited about the new regime. I really am. They extended Jordan Brooks today, big contract. Oh. They've made all the right decisions in the offseason, right? Yeah. Achan, Brooks. Didn't they extend someone else too?
Aaron Brewer.
They've made the right decisions, right? The 3 guys that we would look at and go, hey, those guys can be cornerstone pieces to whatever you're building. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited, obviously, for Malik Willis to begin his tenure as Dolphins quarterback, and we can see what he brings. I'm excited for pro football to be back in general, right? I mean, it's fun. Rookies are reporting. That means that we're there. But I have to say this. I was way more excited for last season because I thought Tua was still an elite quarterback. Mm-hmm. I thought Tyreek was still an elite wide receiver. I thought Mike McDaniel was an excellent head coach. And I thought they had a legitimate chance to compete. I was wrong, but I'm telling you, going into last season, I had hopes and aspirations as a Dolphins fan. going into this season, they're dead on arrival. And I know everyone's going to say we're going to have Cunha on later on today, and everyone we talk to now that camp is starting is going to say the same thing, which is what? You can't look at the record this season.
Yeah.
Hard not to do that as a sports fan. It's literally what we look at. We look at the Marlins. They've lost 7 in a row. Like, we look at records. And so I'm just telling you, for football, I was more excited for the Dolphins last season. That doesn't mean I'm not excited about Halfley and what they're putting together and what the future holds. But this particular coming season, when the mantra is don't worry about wins and losses, hard to get excited about the football you're going to see.
Yeah, when I go to most home games and I know that they're going to have less points than the other team, it's tough to say don't worry about that. You know, going out Huck, you just said you're excited about a middle linebacker and a offensive center getting re-signed.
That's called looking for granules of. That's like when you're panning for gold at that street side thing when you're in a touristy town and you're looking for the tiniest little granule of gold.
And what's his name? Aaron Brewer was what's his name until we told it to you. Come on, man. No, it's tough to live through a reset. That's really what it is. And you can't, but to your point, you can't sit there every Sunday, turn the game on. They're going to have a lot of 1 o'clock games. Trust me. Turn the game on at 12:55 and say, okay, we're in a reset. No, you're watching the team that you cheer for.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to be doing this season. We're watching the team that we cheer for and hoping that we see granules of gold that will lead us to the big gold nugget in the future. But yeah, the season itself, like I'm telling you, you're going to hear it from everyone we talk to. Well, don't worry about wins and losses this season. What an awful way to go into a season.
I feel better going into this season as a Dolphins fan than I did last season. I feel more optimistic going into this season as a Dolphins fan than I did last season.
No, you don't.
Not in terms of my team being able to compete this year. I don't think the Dolphins have a good chance, but I knew what was going to happen last year. The writing was on the wall last year, and it was that desperate feeling of we know we're going to be in a bad spot. We're not going to make the playoffs again, and we're still a year away from what's obvious, which was a needed rebuild, a teardown. We're finally here. Like, I feel better as a Dolphins fan, and I think most Dolphins fans, Hawk, feel better today than they did going into last season at this point.
But again, you're splitting hairs on what I'm saying here. The future is brighter for the Dolphins heading into this season than last. But heading into a football season that is going to be gauged by wins and losses, it's going to be talked about week to week. They won, they lost, they looked good, they looked bad. You cannot be excited going into this season.
After week 1 last year, how did you feel after week 1
Terrible.
when they got blown out? Okay, this year, you'll feel a lot better after week 1 than you did a season ago.
Based on what?
A lot better.
Based on what?
Even if they lose that game.
Based on what? If they put up 3 points and
because
Malik Willis runs an anemic offense, like you're going to feel just great in general?
Not great, but you'll know what this team is. You know what the expectations are. You know that the bar is very low. Last year, there were a lot of people, including you two, setting the bar.
But that's why I'm telling you I was excited about last season more than this, because my bar last season was playoffs.
Well, it shouldn't have been. Your bar.
Well, you're right. That's fine. But I'm telling you, my bar this season is, hey, can we maybe talk about wins and losses at some point?
Let's not deal with the wins, losses, records. Let's not even talk about the score. Let's just watch the rebuild happen.
Like that,
Solana,
you know what that is?
We understand it.
That's talking about the girl I want to introduce you to, and me keep harping on what a great personality she has. And you keep going. It's like that episode in The Office where, they're trying to fix Michael Scott up with someone. And he's like, but how big is she? And she's so sweet. And then finally he just comes out and says, like, if I rented a canoe and went boating with her, could we both fit in the canoe? And they're like, no.
But you see what we're saying, Solana. You can understand the approach, but you can also see the week-to-week, game-to-game disappointment.
I get why this season is necessary. Like, I get it. Yeah. I'd sign up for this. I understand why this season is necessary. I'm just telling you, last season I was more excited because I thought we were going into a season where the Dolphins were going to be maybe a wild card team. Maybe we're going to win a playoff game. Folly on my part. I understand. But I'm telling you, this season I have no aspirations for this team. And that's, I mean, it's hammered in every time we have a guest who keeps going don't worry about wins and losses. That's hey, she's got a great personality.
So nice. Great family. You got to meet her dad, huh?
I didn't ask about her family.
You got a picture?
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. All right, we're gonna have Mike Wallace on today. We're gonna talk some LeBron with him. Mike Cunha today. We'll play a little Talk About It Tuesday. Headlines brought to you by Durrell Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito. When we want a low price, we save with a Pricito. Save with your Pricito right now at Durrell Hyundai.
By the way, your preseason first team all conference in the MEAC.
Yeah.
Alex Simmons, tight end, Arturo Maddox, linebacker, and Aki Harvey, defensive back.
Banger.
Morgan State.
Yeah, he's cover guy.
So the Dolphins give Jordan Brooks 3 years, $51.3 million extension.
Earned it.
$35 million guaranteed. I don't know, Crowder, at one point, I remember you arguing that you, in the midst of a rebuild, don't commit a lot of money to a linebacker. We all love Jordan Brooks. That's not the discussion. But do you do this while you're trying to rebuild, while you're trying to cut some costs, throw a ton of money at a middle linebacker?
And I think Hafley or Sully, one of them spoke on it where they're trying to find culture guys. They're trying to lock in guys that are going to set it up. I'm just interested to see with Willie Gay and Dotson, and now what's the boy, Rodriguez out of Texas Tech that they drafted high, and now Jordan Brooks is the captain of the defense. He's the signal caller. You have 4 linebackers, and you don't need 4 linebackers in that 3-4 that they run. So I'm interested to see what they do with Willie Gay and Dotson because you got to keep Rodriguez. He's young and cheap.
I just think if you are going to tie up some money, they picked the right 3 guys to do so. And I think they're saying to you, hey, we're not just cleaning house for the sake of cleaning house. Like, we've identified there is some talent on the roster, and we want them to be part of this Dolphins team moving forward. So I like that.
Yeah.
Well, it should be a surprise because the first sit-down interview John Eric Sullivan, JES, did with Travis Wingfield, that was his first public appearance after taking this job. He literally said 3 names of guys he saw as pillars of the Miami Dolphins. And that was Devon Achane, that was Jordan Brooks, and that was Aaron Brewer, excuse me. And he has literally paid all 3 of them a combined $104 million in guaranteed
Which,
money.
by the way, shows you they have a lot of money next season. Start next season, they're going to have some money to spend.
Oof, they got 150 dead cap this year. They're going to get that live cap next year.
Right? Yeah.
And when we went 1-15, they made me a pillar, which was a great idea, I think. And I played linebacker.
They made you a pillar. You say now you and I may have different definitions of pillar.
I'm talking about like a bridge pillar, the one that just holds up the bridge at the bottom.
I mean, you intercepted Tom Brady after that. I guess it was a good decision.
Yeah,
there you go.
It was worth the money right there.
Yeah.
09.
Yeah. Went right into the fetal position.
That was an expensive interception. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, what's up with the Marlins, bro?
Oh, I was looking at it online. I don't know what all happened, but it didn't look that good.
I mean,
watching the box score.
What a run they were having, and now 7 losses in a row. I mean, talk about just deflating all the excitement. Now, they're still right there on the cusp of the postseason. They've got, I mean, there's a lot of games left, but they're still right there in striking distance of a wild card, but they're going to have to start winning at some point. Like, I mean, you lose 7 in a row in July. That's going to be tough to overcome. I mean, you're going to look back on that. If it is like a 1-game race by the end of the season, you're going to look back at that. I mean, you're going to look back 2 games ago with that Pete Fairbanks save in the 9th.
It was it was like a 5-week run they had, and now they're out of it.
They're giving it all back.
Yeah.
Like Pete Foulbanks. Yeesh.
Oof.
Are these summer jokes?
Well, some are jokes, some are not. Thank you.
Also,
You ever have someone describe to a girl they want to set you up with? She's got summer teeth. Some are there, some are not.
I don't need to know. Does she like the party?
Max Meyer is going to be out at least until the end of July. He has a neck injury. We don't really know what is going on in terms of
my back, my neck, and my back.
I'll play the rest of that song. Play that one coming up next, Jimmy.
Not a chance.
Marlins are back at it tonight, though. Can't get any worse than this.
Jimmy, what's your take on the LeBron situation?
I believe it when I see it.
There you go. It took him a while to get there, but he got there. He got there.
What was it again?
I saw him buffering.
He was buffering. He was. That's so funny. Jimmy, you would launch that at every single thing that was texted at you this weekend, and for whatever reason, you can't grip it when it comes to the show.
I can't.
He's like, oh man, I think I know what it is. And he got there. You got there.
Marlins tonight. They're in H-Town once again. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 92 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the upper 80s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
We will talk with Mike Wallace about LeBron in the next segment. You know I'm a huge believer in Atlantic Men's Clinic. I was there today. I go on Tuesdays. You know, I'm getting older, wasn't feeling like myself. I would get tired more easily, and it's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. Guys, low testosterone is something men younger and younger are experiencing. So if your game isn't quite what it used to be, you've got less energy and less drive, you don't feel like yourself, you deserve to feel your best. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you lose weight and have more energy, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, helping you get back to feeling your best. They have successfully treated many, many, many men for low T, including me. And I will tell you, you will notice a difference. So if you think you might be low T, go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com, take the low T quiz. It's right there on the website. It takes a couple of minutes. And then schedule an appointment or a consultation with Atlantic Men's Clinic. They do your lab work. They have your results within 30 minutes. And then a Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options. And then you make a decision together with their medical team. And if you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you'll feel your energy return, the brain fog go away, your sleep improve, your workouts will improve, your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. So don't ignore the signs. Call them today. Take that first step towards feeling better again. 877-455-7300. 877-455-7300, or you can visit the website atlanticmensclinic.com. They do have 7 locations right here in South Florida. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana show.
I am going to find out the gender of the next Solana baby.
You'll find out after the show today if you'll be an aunt or an uncle.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop exceptional Cadillac offers now at the 3-time Cadillac Dealer of the Year, Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. You're always backed by Morse.
Hey, Michael Kotze from Choice Mortgage is with me. Michael, got to ask you, credit card debt consolidation, how do people get out of it, especially with these crazy rates?
Joe, the rates today for these credit card debts and bounces are 30%. So what we're doing today is we're refinancing your home and paying off that crazy amount of credit card debt and wrapping that into your mortgage, thus saving you tons of money and giving you positive cash flow.
All right, Michael, a lot of people behind in property taxes, HOA dues, assessments, judgments, liens. I could go on and on. Do you have a plan for them?
We absolutely do. We could go ahead and refinance your property, pay off all your back taxes, association dues, assessments, second mortgages, liens, judgments, PACE loans, you name it, we could pay it off.
That's Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, always working for you 7 days a week. Call or text them again, 561-441-2730. You're getting 30 years of experience. MLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender.
The summer sales event at Midway 4. Get the 0% financing, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0 maintenance for 2 years. New F-150, $339 a month. Explorer, $299 a month. Midway 4, Miami's #1 Ford dealer since 1979.
AM 560 Sports WQAM conducts contests from time to time, on air, online, and on site. You can find complete rules for all contests on our website, WQAM.com/rules.
Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for the renewal. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and the risks. That's why I'm introducing Super Sure. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is a super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employees benefits, all with your year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like Fine Print Facts, which translates your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not. Plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com, one super agency, one powerful platform, all your policies in one place. Go to supersure.com, that's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
This summer, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Girls trip? Booked. And switching to T-Mobile helped make it happen.
With Experience Beyond, switch and get $100 back. Plus, $650 in value in built-in plan benefits. That's $750 in your first year, guaranteed.
And honestly, that $100 back, I'm putting it towards the zip line.
Now that's how you do summer.
Exactly. Best switch I ever made.
This is just one reason to join T-Mobile this summer. There are 250 reasons. Find yours.
Savings based on the value of benefits included with Experience Beyond, like entertainment and 1 year of AAA Classic and Dash Pass on us. Benefits may require activation. See plan for details. Get $100 via virtual prepaid MasterCard with eligible forwarded no cash access and expires in 6 months. Issued by Sunrise Banks and a member FDIC. Allow 8 weeks.
All-in savings at Kendall Toyota. All new trucks and all-time selling Camry and Corolla sedans on sale now with all-in pricing and all-out savings. All covered with Toyota Care maintenance and no payments for 90 days. All month long until all new Toyotas are all gone. Camrys, Corollas, Tacomas, Tundras, and more. All on sale now and all at our lowest price. It's all at Kendall Toyota on US 1. All-in pricing, all-out savings, all at Kendall. Kendall Toyota. Call 305-KENDALL.
Hey, sis, do you remember if the recipe says 2 or 3 cups of water?
Let me video call Abuela.
How are you, mija?
Wait, Abue, in the living room, I'll hear you better.
Okay.
Okay, hang on, over here. Carlitos is playing. I'd better go to the backyard.
Okay.
Okay, almost there. And here, Daddy's getting excited watching the final. Better to the basement.
I'm still here.
Okay, I can hear you perfectly now.
What's going on?
Wait, was it 2 or 3 cups of water for the empanadas?
I don't know. Search on the internet.
Wait, what?
Get internet in more corners of your house with home internet from AT&T. AT&T. Connecting changes everything. Extended Wi-Fi coverage, service required. Limited availability. Visit att.com/internet to learn more.
Cool ways to listen to us.
Okay, I'd like to hear them then.
On FM 104.3 or on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps. Same great shows, same great games.
The sounds of the smooth operator as we bring on the smooth operator. Mike Wallace, he's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He is the senior editor, contributor, and analyst for Grind City Media at Grizzlies.com. He covered the Heat down here for many years. He covered LeBron for ESPN during the Big Three era with ESPN's Heat Index. And he is a longtime friend of the program, and we always enjoy talking to him. Hello, Mike.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Always a pleasure being on with you guys, man. Hopefully the summer's going well for everyone.
Can you believe in the year 2026, LeBron James still captivates the basketball universe in this fashion?
You know what? I can't believe it. And, I never would have thought that he would still be, sort of galvanizing everyone's time at this point, at this stage and at this age of his career. I told him, he came in and it was one of the games I was at, and, we were broadcasting. And I talked to him in the warm-up line, and I was like, man, we were supposed to be done with this 10 years ago, and you still out here making all of us work. And he felt like he got a kick out of that, man. And, for him to be 41 going on 42, still being able to, hold the league up in a lot of ways and have a handful of teams, pausing their summer vacation plans until they figure out what he wants to do. It speaks to his brand. It speaks to who he is. It speaks to the career that he's put together. And, he gets to end it on his own, on his own terms, and more power to him in that way. I know a lot of athletes wish that they can end their careers on the terms like LeBron has ended his.
And Mike, is there a time frame? Like Rich Paul came out and said he's earned, he deserves to take his time, which I 100% agree. He's the face of the league for 2 decades. But is there a hard time that he needs to make this decision?
You know what? I don't think it is. I mean, we're running into the time, and you guys have seen the reports. Like, Adam Silver has come out in Las Vegas, or in New York during the Fanatics Fest and talked about the NBA scheduling partners, the broadcast partners need to know so they can finalize the schedule. The bottom line is this: no matter what, man, Miami, Philadelphia, Golden State, and Cleveland are going to all have a maximum amount of nationally broadcast games. What the problem is that how do you prioritize the jockeying for Christmas Day games, opening night games, and that kind of thing? And that's where, these LeBron's decision is holding things up from that standpoint. But other than that, man, the league goes dark pretty much after Summer League. Like, Summer League ended this past weekend. And then from now until, the schedule release, the league goes dark. And most of August is dark. It's the 1 month where, vacations and front office guys are out of the country. Players take a little bit of a break in terms of their offseason trainings. And so you want to have that wrapped up. There's no reason why LeBron should not have this wrapped up by now. Yes, he deserves to take his time, but there's not any more pieces of information that he would need to know before he makes his decision. Anything he needs to know, he's already known right now. It's just a matter of he wants to do it on his own time. And I get that. But also, if I'm a team where I feel like I might be on the outs, there are other free agents out there who need to figure out what their next steps are. DeMar DeRozan is out there. Some other guys are out there. And if you want to shore up one of those pieces and you feel like maybe it's not prudent to wait for LeBron, then you got to make that move. But the teams that he has waiting right now are all teams that he has relationships with or previous engagements with, and they're not going to do anything until he gives them an indication.
What is the best move for LeBron in your, mind, whether it's the basketball fit, whether it's the lifestyle fit? If you were LeBron James, what would you be looking to do right now with the teams that you mentioned are interested?
Yeah. You know, to me, and again, LeBron has a different set of criteria than any of us all know, right? We can believe in what Rich Paul is saying. We can believe in the tea leaves that LeBron is dropping and all of those kind of things. But the truth of the matter is LeBron has his own pecking order, right? But if I'm looking at it from the outside looking in, which is what we all are, to me, I would say Golden State. And the reason why I would say Golden State is not because he's going to chase a ring, right? Like, I think he has 4 rings. Steph Curry has 4. They both want to go pursue 5. I think if you say, okay, look, if I'm going to win if I'm not going to define this next move by whether I win a championship or not, what else matters to me? Playing with someone I've always wanted to play with, being in an environment where I know the coach respects veterans, and he's not going to push us in practice when we need to take breaks. He's not going to he's going to treat us like grown men. He knows how to manage egos. I think Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors have proven that they can do that. If I want to stay on the West Coast and I want my family to be able to commute to my games in an hour, I think Golden State gives them that from that standpoint. And whether they're going to go out there and have this Olympic dream team type feeling about them with LeBron, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and those guys, I think that they can have their own storyline. They're going to be the most relevant team in the NBA, regardless of whether they win, lose, or whatever. And they're going to be must-watch TV and the most polarizing team in the country. They're going to be to the NBA what the Dallas Cowboys are to the NFL. You either love them or you hate them, but you're going to watch them, and you're going to read about them and hear about them every single day. And I think that gives him a little bit of a extra incentive to do it there. That's why it would make sense from that standpoint. But other than that, man, it's his choice. I like all of the options, but I think Golden State would be the one that will give him something that he hasn't experienced before.
Mike just talked me into the Warriors. The way he laid it out there, he just talked me into the Warriors. Is that where that's where you're saying he would be the best choice, or is that where you're saying you think he's actually going to end up?
I'm saying, you know what? I would say both. You know what I mean? I wouldn't bet on what LeBron is going to do, right? Like, my life changed when he made that first decision, right? Like my life changed when he made that second decision. I mean, literally, it changed, right? Both times, because his decision impacted, my employment, it impacted my opportunities, and I'm grateful for that. So if I had to, I would say yes to both of those, the ways you presented it. I think it's probably the best fit, but I also think it's what he's ultimately going to do. But I'm willing to be wrong on it, man. And I would love. I've already heard from Heat people, like people who work for the Heat, that said if he comes back to Miami, man, we got to figure out a way to get you back down there to get the band back together. I would love that. That would be fun.
We would love that as well,
man. I think Golden State just checks off a box that if you're 22 years into your career, what's going to make you happy? And I think Golden State has a little bit more of what makes them happy from that standpoint. Now, if we're talking basketball fit and more specifics, then yeah, there are a couple other teams that might make more sense. But the complete picture is why I say Golden State.
But the better team would be Miami if it's Philly's out of it, because Philly has a better roster. Now, with Edgecombe, now they got Brown, Maxey, Joel Embiid. Yeah. But the better, to play with those two trees in the middle in Miami, wouldn't that be very advantageous for LeBron?
Absolutely, Sonny. And the reason why, I would, to me, Philly would be the most sense. It would be the easiest path to a potential title to me from the teams that have been publicly mentioned. But it also gives LeBron the least amount of credit for adding to that, right? Like, that team is going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals at least, with or without him. They probably can get to the NBA Finals with or without him. And he's at best the third best option on any given night. Like, that team is already ready, set. They don't need him. And he won't have the same kind of impact in Philly that he could have in Miami. In Miami would absolutely need him. The ball will be in his hands. He would be you would almost need him to be the LeBron in the role that he had when he was with Miami the first time. Now, can he do that? Can he sustain that over an 82-game season? That remains to be seen. But he would be more important as a fit in Miami than he would be anywhere else. And that includes Cleveland. I think Cleveland is sort of Philly light in terms of, you can plug him in as small forward. He has 4 all-stars around him for the most part, and then they can see if they can get there. Do you trust James Harden in that sense as the ball, in the fourth quarter?
No.
Can you get past the coaching? That coaching staff is kind of erratic. So I don't think he has that in Cleveland. So Miami, he knows what he has, and Miami knows what it will have in him. So from a basketball standpoint, I agree with a lot of my guys down there in Miami. That would be the most essential fit for him, and for the team is probably Miami from that sense.
How long do you think he plays for, Mike? Because a lot of people are assuming that this will be his last season or this will be his last contract. And maybe, I don't know. I feel like LeBron could play, like Hawk has said this a couple times, he could play 1 or 2 seasons in Miami or wherever, right? Philly or Golden State.
Yeah.
And then go do the retirement season in Cleveland. Like, why are we capping LeBron, who has proven father time wrong 30 billion times already, to 1 or 2 more seasons?
I think whatever he signs is going to be a 2-year deal, just because I think he wants to give himself the option on the second year, right? Like, I think he wants to empower himself again from that standpoint. If the thing ended the way it did in LA, the one thing I think he would regret is that it pretty much ended on LA's terms, more so than it ended on LeBron's terms. LA clearly said we're ready to pivot. They didn't go out publicly and embarrass him or anything, but they maneuvered behind the scenes and with their roster as if, all right, we're beyond LeBron. And no team has ever made LeBron feel like that. So whatever he signs this next time, I believe it'll be a 2-year deal, just so he can have his finger on the pulse of what's going to happen after this 1 year. And if it's a disaster or it doesn't meet expectations, then he'll opt out and become a free agent again. Then he'll be able to do it the way he wants to do it. But I do think this is a 2-year window for him. At a certain point, I think he'll get bored with having to get his body ready for an 82-game, 8-month grind. At a certain point, it's like Forrest Gump. He said this himself. He's like, when I'm done, I want to feel like Forrest Gump. It's like, okay, I don't want to run anymore. Like, I ran out of room to run. I don't want to run anymore. It's not because I can't. It's because I just don't want to do it anymore. I want to do something else. And I think that's how he'll end it.
Let's say the Heat don't add LeBron and they go into next season. They've got Bam, they've got Giannis, they've got Andrew Wiggins, they've got Davion Mitchell, Tim Hardaway Jr., Bobby Portis. We can go down the list. Where are they in the pantheon of the Eastern Conference?
I would say they're 4. I would put them solidly at 4. And that's with a Giannis being completely motivated. That's with this Heat team, getting past the injuries and being locked in. I think, Giannis is going to have a lot to prove. I think Bam now is going to have an absolute lot to prove, and I do think there are 1 or 2 more players away. I would love to see them get another shooter. And it could be somebody, Tim Hardaway was a great addition. But if they get a Buddy Hield, I know they're not going to be able to get, a Chris Middleton because he's locked in with Washington now. Klay Thompson, who knows what's going to happen with him. They need another veteran shooter that can they need somebody to be in that Mike Miller, Ray Allen type role. And if they can get 1 more of those guys and maybe 1 more point guard, and I know LeBron will have the ball in his hands if he's there. If he's not, they're definitely going to need another facilitator beyond Davion and Bam to be able to run the offense and push the pace that they need to push. So they're still 1 or 2 pieces away, but I say they're solidly top 4 in the East, and that gives you home court advantage in the first round. And the East is much deeper now, so it's going to be a slugfest to get beyond that.
What about Hawk hates him, but what about Bradley Beal?
I do not hate
Bradley Beal.
No,
you do hate Bradley Beal.
I hate the conversation. We've had this damn conversation about Bradley Beal for 10 years. Mike, we got to move on with our lives.
Shoot, create. He just described Bradley Beal.
Bring me DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, you know what, I love DeMar DeRozan. I love him as a player. I love him as a professional. And, I've had a chance to talk to him, particularly since he's written his book about the mental illness and mental health. His dad and his dad was at Grambling State University right before I got to Grambling State University. So, we've had a chance to catch up on a lot of things. I would love for DeMar DeRozan to be an addition to Miami, more so if LeBron isn't there than if he is there. If LeBron is there, then yes, I could say go get Bradley Beal, go get one of these shooters, go get Buddy Hield, Bradley Beal, or whoever, you know what I mean, to kind of finish that off from that standpoint. But yeah, I mean, Bradley is a guy that, he got hurt last year. he showed some signs early with the Clippers, but then he got hurt and then he was back on the shelf again. He won't be asked to do much, but I can see him in every sense of the fashion, bringing a Ray Allen-esque type, hey, catch and shoot and be ready to score and be ready to facilitate when I need to in that role if he's willing to take minimum money to do it.
I don't think any of this is going to matter in the long run because the Bulls have Caleb Wilson and Matas Buzelis and Josh Giddey, and I don't think anyone is going to sleep on the Bulls at your own peril because Caleb Wilson might be the MVP of the league, not just rookie of the year. I'm talking about MVP. What are you laughing at? You didn't watch him in Summer League? Man,
Summer League.
Hey, Channing, is Hawk drinking that Ripple again, man? In the middle of the day?
Mad Dog 2020 Banana Red.
I'll take a Ripple reference any day of the week, man. I love that. All right. Mike Wallace, Grizzlies.com. What do you got, Solana?
Really quickly, because we haven't talked to you, Mike, were people in Memphis upset about Ja Morant? The trade, like everybody cool with what ended up happening?
Oh, they had to be so ready for that.
Yeah, it was 50-50, man. I think a lot of people just got tired of, and see, here's the thing. People will back Ja Morant no matter what. And in Memphis, he was the first superstar here, first signature shoe athlete. So there was going to be a lot of loyalty, a lot of blind loyalty. I think what a lot of people in Memphis came to was that, dude, we can ride with you, but you got to play, man. You can't be coming to games dressed like we're coming to games. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to see you in your uniform, right? You can't be sitting in the best seats. We got to see you on the floor. And Ja's availability is what was the final straw. He just couldn't be available, whether it was the team saying, hey, let's shut you down so we can maximize our draft pick, or whether it was Ja saying, I don't want to play in this system or with this coach or whatever. So I'm a mess around and hold on to this injury a little longer than I need to. It was just time to turn the page, and they turned the page. And now, they didn't get much for him, but at the end of the day, it didn't cost them to get off of him either. So, Ja has a chance in Portland. We'll see what that means out there. The Grizzlies have hit the reset button, so they're going to be starting back from the bottom again and get to build themselves back up, and we'll see how long that takes.
That's all right. That'll give you more time to watch the Heat and the Bulls battle it out for 1 and 2 in the East. Mike Wallace, follow him on social media. My Mike Check on Twitter, and you can read his work and see his coverage at Grizzlies.com for Grind City Media. We always appreciate the time that you give us, Mike.
All right, man. And if LeBron does choose Miami, man, listen, I might be looking for some real estate.
Listen, come on down. I got the Ripple flowing.
I know y'all both got rooms. Y'all all got rooms, man. Y'all all got rooms available for me.
Oh, Mike, you want to stay at the crib. I was going to tell you my wife's a realtor, but you can stay in the back.
Crowder's got that pivot money. He's got that pivot money,
But I got to warn you, Mike, there's going to be a 6-year-old that comes and pokes you in the eye about 6 a.m. every morning.
Been there, done that.
We'll see you, Mike.
All right, fellas.
There you go. Mike Wallace from Grind City Media. Gave me something to think about with Golden State because the way that he laid it out was almost
beautiful,
poetic. It was all of a sudden I wanted to see it. I was like, oh man,
I hate it. Now it's sneaking another name in there.
Gave us something to think about.
Anniversaries are very special, and my friends at Ed Morris are celebrating 80 years in business because they're the best. You don't do nothing for 80 years and not be amazing at your job, at your business. My buddy Chris Atkins, the GM over there, Teddy Morris, you see him on TV, and his team they put together is an all-star team. Talking about basketball at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. They're commemorating the occasion by giving you special savings on Cadillac Luxury. And the all-electric Cadillacs, they figured out these electric cars. Now, I'm telling you, my wife has an electric Cadillac. You got to check out the all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic for just $349 a month and the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. They have been family-owned and operated for 80 years. They know how to take care of you, and that's why they've been around. Backed by Moores means something. My entire driveway is backed by Moores. Take advantage and don't miss out on the anniversary savings. Go see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year. Sunrise Boulevard, Sawgrass Expressway. You can't miss the beautiful cars. You can't miss the beautiful lot. When you ride in there, you can't miss the beautiful people. Amazing staff. I'm telling you, you got to go to Edmore's Cadillac, Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac.com. And remember, backed by Moore's. From the trade-in to the sale to the lease, service department, they text me when I need oil change. They email me. My tire was going flat, and I got a text on their website. I'm telling you, being backed by Moore's is something different. You got to be backed by Moore's. Click Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
On the Tokambu for 3.
Talk
Happy birthday, Erlen Holland.
It's your boy.
That is my guy. 26 years old today. Breakout star from the World Cup.
And phenomenal hair.
Oh, hair for days. Erlen Holland, 26 today. DeAndre Jordan, 38. CeCe Sabathia. Didn't you have him on the pivot?
Yeah, CeCe's a cool dude.
Like to guess how old he is?
Oh, CeCe 50?
46.
Yeah.
David Carr, 47. Why are you laughing?
I know you make the list.
Yeah, that one I could probably take out.
There's some weird things on this list, like not necessarily today, but like yesterday, I saw it was like, on this day, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Was really
Why are you laughing?
Like, why on earth?
Why are you laughing? Because that movie is just so funny.
That movie is good now. I enjoy that one.
What world?
In
what world is that movie good? In what world is I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry?
Oh, you're against the
worth
message.
remembering?
You're against the messaging.
Yeah, I'm against the messaging.
Right. Why?
In what world is I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry worth remembering every year on the day that it was released? I mean, is that what On This Day was made for? I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
If I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry doesn't make the On This Day list every year, then I quit the show because Hawk, first of all, Jessica Biel in that movie.
No, I get it. I get it. I'm just saying, for me, On This Date should be iconic movies, television shows. Like, I'll read you what we got on today's On This Date. On this day in 1989, Do the Right Thing was released to theaters. That belongs there. That's an iconic movie. It was, I believe, the first Spike Lee movie.
I ate barbecue chips with Spike Lee at Fan Fest.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, the wording is funny. He grabbed a bag of barbecue chips, and then I grabbed a bag of barbecue chips. But in my mind, the story's better if we ate a bag of barbecue chips together.
Well, that belongs on there. I mean, again, I still have a lot of questions. You know, I'm not supposed to feel bad for Danny Aiello and the pizzeria at the end.
No.
Like that wasn't heroic, wrecking his pizzeria.
Well,
Anyway.
it was good versus evil.
No. What was evil about him? What was evil? He wanted to have Italian American pictures up on the wall. That's what he wanted. It was his pizzeria.
It is his pizzeria. Yeah.
Regardless, but that belongs on there. On this day in 2023, Barbie was released. Oppenheimer was released. That belongs, right? We all remember Boppenheimer.
So silly.
Remember that sensation, Boppenheimer?
No.
What is that?
You don't remember that?
No, wasn't. I don't think you have that right, Hawk. I'm not sure you have that right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
It was the summer of Boppenheimer. Remember, everybody was going back to the theaters because of Boppenheimer.
What was that? The movie that you wouldn't think people. It was something me and Solana did one time. You were off. The movie that you wouldn't think that I loved was Barbie. I think Barbie's a great movie.
Well, I'll give you a couple of little tidbits. I've never seen Barbie, and I really have never seen I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry either.
It's 305.
Dale.
God bless. Dale.
But I got the idea. They have to pretend that they're married, and then there's a hot girl, Jessica Biel, who probably thinks they're both harmless because they're pretending to be gay. Like, I got the idea. I know. I've seen the Kevin.
She doesn't
James
know
show
that
before.
and be gay.
Well, I know that. That's the whole thing in the movie. That's what I'm saying. They're pretending to be gay. She thinks they're harmless because they're pretending to be gay. Like, I literally understand the movie. I've never seen it, Jimmy. I think I understand it better than you, and you've probably seen it 6 times.
I've never seen it.
but Hawk, you get on me about this because with every movie you say, I try to Apollo 13. Yeah, they go up there and the space shuttle can't get back and they make it back. Like, Yeah, that's not what it is. You got to watch the movie.
It's exactly what it is. What am I missing there? Anyway, 305. Thank you, Jimmy, by the way.
You're welcome.
305 is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. What am I missing? Is there some deeper meaning to I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry?
There is some, like Solana saying, there is a message.
I'm sure same-sex marriage is fine and don't have pre-existing notions about people that you're not that you don't walk in their shoes. Okay, got it.
And there's the insurance adjuster guy.
Right.
He's hilarious. He's digging through the trash, arguing with them. There's a bunch of great scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
Something that is worth remembering every year.
Yeah. Now I'm leaning away from Solana. It always happens to me. I don't know if Chuck and Larry should be on this list.
The other one on the list for today, on this day in 2017, Dunkirk was released to theaters.
Yeah. Christopher Nolan, all-time classic, all-time banger.
Dunkirk.
Greatest 5 minutes to start a movie in the history of cinema.
Well, it can't be, because the greatest 5 minutes to ever start a movie in the history of cinema is Something About Mary. It is.
You know, that's a movie. That's a movie that is so wildly overrated.
Did we ever give We Got a Bleeder to DBJ?
We gave him
we gotta give him We Got a Bleeder. That's a good one too if somebody's injured.
Man, when he said you got something to somebody says 5 minute abs.
We got a bleeder.
Is Dunkirk a basketball movie? What is Dunkirk? I've never heard of it.
Exactly my point. Like the fact that that's on this day, there just has to be more stuff on this day than Dunkirk. And yesterday, there has to be more memorable stuff than Chuck and Larry.
It's not my fault that you guys are cinematically challenged. Genuinely, it's not my fault. I mean, yesterday you're railing against Christopher Nolan, who happens to be one of the greatest artistes in the history of the world.
Okay, get a cell phone.
I mean, if you haven't watched Dunkirk, then I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not telling you that I have or have not watched Dunkirk. I'm telling you that no one on earth needs to remember the movie Dunkirk was released on this day, and no one on earth once a year needs to remember yesterday Chuck and Larry was released. No one. 0 people.
So you don't mess with the Zohan falls under that category as well?
I'm guessing that's tomorrow.
Yeah. Is Dunkirk, what is it, a rom-com?
That was a war movie, right?
No, yeah, you've got it, Crowder. Dunkirk, the most
it was a real battle.
Famous rescue in the history of any maritime naval.
Was that a
Saving Private Ryan?
No, but that was a submarine rescue, right? Dunkirk?
No, Dunkirk, the British troops are all at the end of Dunkirk, at the edge of Dunkirk. They've been pushed out of mainland Europe, pushed out back to Dunkirk, which is a place in France. And the Brits literally had to take their own boats to avoid being bombed by the Germans to rescue over 300,000 British soldiers, which resulted in them still having soldiers to fight the war, World War II.
Oh, so this was pretty important.
It was a pretty important situation.
Well, why don't we remember every year the actual Dunkirk incident instead of this movie? You know what I mean? Like that seems to be more important than the movie.
You said the biggest rescue in movie history?
Yeah.
No, he said he unfortunately said the biggest the biggest rescue in maritime naval history. Which I was going to let go until you tried to extract what he had said, and now I'm going to have to bring that up.
Let me get this straight. You're taking issue with me putting this silly little movie on the on this day. You don't want me to remember Dunkirk the movie. You want to remember Dunkirk the actual.
I'm just saying, if I had a choice between the two, I would choose the actual historical.
Okay, so you want tidbits like this on this day in 1904, after 13 years, the 4,607-mile Trans-Siberian Railway is completed.
Wow, that's big time.
Yes, I would take that over the Trans-Siberian Railway movie was released on this day in 1986. Like if I had to choose between those two. That's all I'm saying. I don't think anyone remembers where they saw Dunkirk.
No.
And what that night was like.
You're so wrong. You have no idea. You're
Yeah,
so
it's
wrong.
etched in your memory where you saw
is.
Dunkirk. Where'd you see it?
Kendall IMAX. Bro, that movie is a banger.
Huh?
A banger.
Dunkirk.
But you know, I love war movies. Like I love war.
You
war.
said yesterday you don't like action movies.
Yeah.
What kind of war is not action?
Why don't you put it on your own calendar? Keep it off my calendar.
You know he has a dry erase board in his room. Write it on your dry erase board.
Can I share with you guys a little news about Inbox, my horse with Little Red Feather? She ran, on Saturday night at Del Mar. I think I mentioned yesterday she came in second by a head to a 35-1 shot. But I just wanted to give a little love. Little Red Feather. I always enjoy being a partner in one of their horses. They have a lot of horses. But Inbox ran Saturday night, and what they write on the recap to partners, Inbox turned in another outstanding effort, finishing second, beaten just ahead in the Grade 2 $200,000 San Clemente Handicap Saturday at Del Mar for trainer Phil D'Amato. Sent off at 6-1 and ridden by Joel Rosario. Inbox broke well before Rosario took a hold, settled her toward the back of the field to save ground around the clubhouse turn. Traveling beautifully along the rail down the backstretch, Inbox remained in a perfect position before angling outside at the top of the stretch and unleashing a furious late rally. Unfortunately, the 35-1 long shot Somerset West slipped through along the rail and held on by the narrowest of margins. But what they say in the Little Red Feather email, once again, there isn't much more we can say about the effort. Inbox delivered. She ran another outstanding race, proved she belongs with the best 3-year-old fillies in the country, and it's only a matter of time before one of these photo finishes goes her way. Assuming Inbox came out of the race in good shape, they do all the testing and make sure the horse is in good shape. She will likely return in the Grade 1 $300,000 Del Mar Oaks for 3-year-old fillies at 1 1/8 on the turf Saturday, August 22nd. So mark your calendar for the next run for Inbox, Saturday, August 22nd at Del Mar.
Let me get a piece, Hawk.
You want me to sell you my piece?
We can split it.
Piece of my piece?
I want a piece of your piece.
I'll tell you what, Little Red Feather makes racing fun. And then one other thing I wanted to tell you in the realm of gambling, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I had a $10 bonus bet on the Hard Rock app. I placed a $10 wager on Tua Tagovailoa. It was an NFL only, by the way, $10 bonus bet. And so it's before the season starts. So you got to do, something outside of a game. I bet $10 bonus bet Tua Tagovailoa comeback player of the year at plus 4,000. So it would pay 400. What do you think?
Put it on Inbox.
You don't think he has a chance at comeback player of the year?
He does have a chance. I was joking. With those weapons, they keep him protected. Yeah. He's not going to play 17 games.
I think he might. He would have played 17 games this season, right? If they didn't bench him for the last 3, had he gotten injured during the season?
Yeah, he got injured.
He did?
Yeah.
Who started? Because Quinn Ewers only started those 3 games. Who started when?
It was a guy in front of Quinn.
Was it Zach Wilson?
Yeah, but he never started a game, though, did he? Are you sure he was injured last season?
He's just always injured. So.
No, he's not.
Well, that one 2023 now. 2023.
No, none games missed.
Yeah, he went crazy when he's healthy. You know what, Hulk? Honestly, I don't think it's a bad bet. $10.
I don't think it's the worst bet at plus 4,000. Did he miss any games other than those 3 last season?
No, because he didn't get knocked out. Because
He did
you know
not.
what? He wasn't running.
All right. Apology accepted. This guy can't remember. He's the host of the Dolphins pregame show on our station. He can't remember that Tua didn't miss a game, but he can remember all the machinations of Dunkirk Island, 1931.
Not an island, just a beach.
He said the best save in movie history.
It's
No.
not, but it's not about it being a movie, Crowder.
It
This
was
actually
maritime
happened.
naval history. Let's get it.
I threw out both of those, and I figured one of them would work.
Maritime naval.
One of them would work. Two of them together is overkill. All right, let's do headlines real quick because I want to have enough time with Mike Cunha. I do want to talk some Dolphins and Giannis with him. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. And let's ask him also where he was when he saw Dunkirk, because we all remember that. And Chuck and Larry. Headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito. When we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save with your Pricito now at Doral Hyundai.
I know everybody's sick of the LeBron stuff because nothing's actually happening. Hawk read it to you earlier. What Rich Paul said when he was talking with Pat McAfee that LeBron has not made his decision yet. And essentially Rich Paul saying, everybody settle down. Like this decision hasn't been made yet. LeBron has earned the right to take his time to make his decision. Barry Jackson tweets this out. ESPN's Dave McMenamin said Rich Paul told him this afternoon that there will be no LeBron news today and that LeBron doesn't know what he's going to do. And Rich Paul doesn't know what LeBron is going to do. Kendrick Perkins said Paul told him that money has nothing to do with the decision and all suitors will pay him the same amount. And then Barry adds that the Heat has no issue with LeBron taking whatever time he needs. It's not like it's not like it's keeping them from signing available player they covet.
I'm starting to believe that he really hasn't made a decision. I was certain that he did, and the more I hear Rich Paul today, I'm kind of the belief that he hasn't made a decision yet.
Yeah, and I think the variables, there's a lot of variables to it, and I think he's trying to work through that because it can't be rosters or coaches or anything else. It's family, it's happiness, it's all the stuff we heard that I kind of poo-pooed it early on, but I think it's way more to it than rosters and coaches.
I will tell you on the Hard Rock Bet app, just looking, the Heat now are plus 135. They were minus 110 yesterday, then even money, now plus 135. The Cavs are down to plus 160. So now the Heat and the Cavs are kind of running even. And the Warriors are plus 500. Sixers plus 550.
Crazy. We're betting on a grown man's mental state.
I know. Havana Bananas plus 10,000.
I'll take that bet.
Well, you better learn how to sing. That's all these Savannah Bananas do now, man. It's like watching a Broadway.
What happened to it was so clever and it's like overexposure. That happens. You know what I mean? Like you start to get overexposed. It's like, all right, now they're just a Broadway musical.
I think they're doing an amazing job. Entertainment, the alternative baseball.
They're still a partner with the Pivot?
Yeah, still got their check coming, Hawk.
All right, I retract what I said.
They do have great rhythm, actually, when they're singing and dancing. Real catchy stuff.
More entertaining than the Marlins right now. Hey! Come on. Where's my drum?
Didn't you like the Globetrotters? They just ran around in circles.
Yeah, but what if all of a sudden they were doing musical numbers on ice before the Emmys?
What's their sponsorship packages look like?
The Marlins are on their longest losing skid since 2024.
Yeah, what an awful time for it to happen.
Yeah.
They should be padding their lead in the wild card instead of now scraping to get back in it.
Hey, you had mentioned Erling Haaland earlier. This was pretty cool regarding the World Cup. It was the highest attendance ever, according to Yahoo Sports, with 6,810,966 fans overall throughout the entire tournament. That is a world record
Yeah.
for a sporting event.
You went twice.
I went to 2 games.
Yeah. You saw some crappy soccer, man.
Were they playing soccer?
Put that on this date on our show sheets when you went to Uruguay World Cup games in 2026. That I'd like to remember every year.
I'm starting to learn something. You guys just don't like history, because last year I tried to put something on the on this day list. It was the greatest upset in sports history.
The Maracanazo.
The Maracanazo, and I tried to explain it to you, and you guys just laughed it off.
Yeah.
Today I tried to explain to you the greatest maritime naval rescue operation in the history of the world, and you just laugh it off. You guys just don't like history. I get it. It's all good.
Maracanazo.
Where does Chuck and Larry fall in there?
Aquatic, maritime, liquid H2O.
Marlins play the Astros tonight, gentlemen. There's a couple of food-related news right now. I know we don't have too much time, but Hawk, I'll give you one of them. Did you see that Coca-Cola is doing like a soft rebrand?
Yeah.
And
a new font.
A new font, a more sleek bottle, and it almost seems like they're going to start prioritizing Coca-Cola Zero.
Yeah, they have to.
Over the traditional Coca-Cola formula with sugar.
They have to. They have to.
That's the future.
Because people are calling them what, like refrigerator heaters or something,
fridge cigs.
Fridge cigs. Like the way that we look at cigarettes is the way you're going to look at sugary sodas at some point. Like, how on earth did you not know drinking tablespoon after tablespoon of sugar day in, day out was bad for your body? Which is why I'm drinking Diet Mountain Dew. This is healthy. This is
crazy.
Practically juice. This is juiced right from the Mountain Dew tree.
I flew Southwest this morning, and they're pushing Coke Zero and Coke Cherry Zero. They're not even pushing Coke.
Listen, I'm not telling you that soda is healthy. It's not. I know there's a lot of chemicals in there. I'm just telling you, if you are going to drink soda and you can drink a version of it that doesn't have a ton of sugar and has artificial sweeteners that aren't as bad for you as sugar, that's your preferred option. Just like I'm not going to tell you vaping is healthy, but I think vaping is more healthy than smoking an actual cigarette. So, but I think that's the soda companies probably, to reduce their own liabilities, have to consciously start pushing people towards sugar-free varieties so that they don't get caught like the tobacco companies were with, because I would imagine all the tobacco companies, we've seen the reports where they knew it was unhealthy, but they kept doing it. I imagine soda companies have known for a long time that this amount of sugar is probably not great for a human body.
I drank 5 in 2 hours.
Do you drink the full sugar sodas?
No, I drank because they were the Cherry Coke Zero. I drank 5 of them from Fort Lauderdale to DC.
That's like 5 waters.
Yeah.
It is, because there's no sugar in it.
Well, there's no calories.
There's no calories. There's no sugar. It's water.
That's
but
really
isn't it caffeine still? Because I was jacked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was wide open. I was a crazy monkey.
Let's go back to yesterday's favorite food. Aju, Jerry Judy,
Juju Smith-Schuster, Hawk. We forgot about that
You
one.
know what I was thinking about? What's the Will Ferrell movie?
How am I going to lose my job over what he said?
Crazy, man.
No, what was the Ricky Bobby? When the guy was like, "I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew, I'll jump on you like a spider monkey."
Spider monkey.
That was
And you should have delivered it more like that. I'm not telling you what to do.
that was the.
That reaction from all of us, like, oh,
Because it might be the most racist thing ever uttered on this show. And I feel like I'm going to take collateral damage, but it was him.
I was thinking about Talladega Nights. I missed the delivery on it.
You'll see me at the bar at like Flanagan's 10 years from now. I'm haggard and broken. I don't know. I was sitting there. I was talking about Dunkirk. I knew they called me into an office. I'm all over awful announcing, and there's nobody listening to me at the bar.
Checked up on Mountain Dew. Oh man.
Now I know how my body will react if, like, because I had the reaction as if I had just said it. That was a good dress rehearsal.
Oh man.
All right, get us out of here so we can talk to Cunha.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 92 degrees. Tonight the lows are going to drop into That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe if the storms roll in.
Keep Dunkirk and Chuck and Larry on the things. Let's just move on with our lives.
Got it.
No more coat talk. See what you did, Solana?
Not me, dude. You forgot this isn't the pivot. We're not Ryan and Fred.
Crowder said that line and then looked around at us like we're gonna all fist bump like it was and we're
horrible. Would have been better if I said spider beforehand.
Maybe.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
My God. Mike Cunha is next. There's no better way to spend a summer day than at Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach. They have live racing at Gulfstream Park every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday through August 31st. Monday racing features weekly on-track giveaways, a $500 drawing, new wagers, and food and drink specials. $3 Mondays in the Silk Simulcast Center. Fans can enjoy $3 cheese pizza slices, $3 soft pretzels, $3 hot dogs, plus enjoy $3 Budweiser drafts at the Breezeway Bar. Post time is 12:20 on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. Make plans to attend Taste at the Track this summer. Tacos and Tequila is coming up Saturday, July 25th. You can get your tickets right now online. Also, you can make reservations in 10 Palms Restaurant and enjoy prime seating and dining options while you overlook the track. 10 Palms is open Saturdays through Mondays during the summer. Reservations are available at GulfstreamPark.com. Gulfstream also has something new and exciting at 10 Palms, Bet and Brunch. It's a wagering tournament, and you get to enjoy the 10 Palms buffet as well. So the next Bet and Brunch is Saturday, August 8th. Brunch, wagering, live racing, the opportunity to win prizes and money, of course. Bet and Brunch at Gulfstream Park. You could sign up right now at GulfstreamPark.com. Just click on events. Gulfstream Park, make it a day this summer. Nothing better than a beautiful South Florida summer day, betting on some horse racing and enjoying the great sights and sounds at Gulfstream Park. You can get all the details at GulfstreamPark.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Chicken salad is egg salad because eggs are liquid chicken.
We have mangled the format clock this afternoon, but at least no one from corporate is here. Mike Cunio's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, sports anchor, locally on CBS 4. You see him nationally on CBS Sports HQ. And it's almost that time of year where you're going to see him prowling the sidelines during Dolphins preseason games on CBS Miami. So rookies reported today, Cunio, for the Dolphins. What's your excitement level? And I couch it with this. I started the show at 2 o'clock by saying, while I'm excited, I love football season, and I like the new Dolphins regime, and I love the fact that they gave a new contract to Jordan Brooks, and the 3 guys that they gave big contracts to in the offseason were all in agreement, earned it. I don't have much excitement for the actual football we're going to see on the field this coming season because they're not going to be very good.
Yeah, I heard your bright and positive outlook. It made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside as we gear up for, 6 months of football. But listen, maybe I'm just too positive. I'm excited about the season because I'm looking forward to what they're going to build. But I disagree with you that, you're not, that wins and losses don't matter here. I completely disagree with that because if you're winning more games than you expected,
but they're not going to.
Hold on a second.
All right.
I'm just teasing. Look at the deals they gave out, right? Achane, Brewer, Brooks. So obviously, they had to clear the books a little bit here and start cleaning up that salary cap mess. But the fact that they're looking ahead to the future with players now tells me that they at least feel in some sort of way that they've turned the corner and can start building. So in the midst of a teardown, they have also accomplished the fact that now they can let their players know and their roster know we are already building towards the future with these 3 guys in mind as pillars of our organization. So to me, that's a positive thing that you're telling your organization and even a step further, the fan base. The wins and losses matter because if you exceed those expectations, then you've also got something with your head coach because it's first-time NFL head coach, first-time NFL GM. You want to make sure you're going in the positive direction. And I think back to the time when Brian Flores was here and everyone wanted the tank for Tua stuff and Flo wasn't about that really. And he wanted to win as many games as possible and set that cultural foundation. That's what you're looking for, I think, in this. So you are hoping that they exceed expectations and you do want to be in every game and win every game that you think you can. And if it doesn't work out, then you're also looking towards the draft and where you slot there in terms of what should be a very loaded draft class this year, in 2027. So I don't know. To me, that's the way I look at it, and I can find value in the schedule and going for those wins this year.
And I'm going to be optimistic, Mike. But everybody's putting it on Malik Willis. I don't think Malik Willis can be an all-pro this season. I haven't seen enough. He started 6 games. But the O-line is something that I say, they put a lot of draft equity into it. They put a lot of money into it. That O-line could extremely overachieve. Do you agree? And what other positions you think can?
The offensive line is probably the thing I'm really looking forward to, or maybe even have the highest hopes for, because you think what you have there is you're hoping you're set at every position. Jonas Savaiinaia moving back to the right side. You hope he's more comfortable there. Caden Proctor, all we've seen is how big he is and how athletic he is at practice. So you're hoping that pans out on that left side next to Patrick Paul, who is your left tackle of the future. You have your center of the future. And then when healthy, your right guard has played well. You just need him. I'm sorry, your right tackle, Austin Jackson. You just need him to be healthy and be there. And so if those 5 guys are there, yeah, there's going to be some bumps and bruises with the young guys. But I like the 3 kind of anchor points there on that line. And I think they like it too, considering they're still investing in Achane, and that's why he's still here. And I think that's going to, at the very least, at least the run game should be your strength.
who's the most important rookie going into this season? Because you can make the argument, Caden Proctor, you took him 12th overall. That was the first draft selection for the Miami Dolphins. But Cunio, I feel like a lot of people are expecting big things out of Jacob Rodriguez, not just because of the Zach Thomas comparisons, but because of his position and the need for a player in that position. And then you had another first-round pick in Chris Johnson. Like, who's the guy you're looking at that has to make the biggest impact year one?
That's the one. It's Chris Johnson to me, because the secondary is the area where at safety, you've got Dante Trader who's going into his second year, but in secondary, you didn't bring back Rasul Douglas. You didn't, there's no Xavier Howard anymore. There's no Jalen Ramsey. Like, they're all gone. It's going to be young guys. And it's going to be some guys, some veterans with experience. There are some guys back there that they brought in this offseason, but you're hoping that Chris Johnson is one of those future cornerstones because you drafted him in the first round. His athleticism is off the charts. You hope that that's a pick that hits. Now, just like every position in a rookie, and the corner is probably the toughest, there's going to be those bumps and bruises, but you have to be able to identify that, to me, that position and Chris Johnson as someone going forward that now I can pair him with someone else. So next year, maybe in that first round, if you're not looking for a quarterback again, maybe you're looking for another first-round corner to solidify the back end of the defense. So to me, it's Chris Johnson. I know there's and for rightfully so. Listen, Jacob Rodriguez was an excellent college football player last year. It does feel like the Dolphins got a steal there in the second round with him. There's going to be excitement there, and no doubt. But I think because you have some linebacker depth and experience there, he doesn't need to be the guy right away. I think Chris Johnson is going to have to be kind of the guy right away in the secondary.
And are we still on the Chop Robinson lookout? Because we've been looking out for a couple years now, Mike. I don't want to give up on a young man, but he hasn't showed me much.
The Chop thing, that's one of those interesting things because when Chop was drafted, you had Jalen Phillips and you had Bradley Chubb. So you were just like hoping, okay, this is a part of a wave, like with Andrew Van Ginkel there and everything. So I'm just hoping that now that he's gone through, this will be second or third defensive coordinator now. They put him in positions to succeed. Because I think that's part of it too. He's a young player. I think at Penn State was probably, I don't know if what Manny Diaz was doing maybe was the same as what they want here from him to do with the Dolphins. So I think he's gone through a lot of changes. I think he's had to learn to play in the NFL a little bit. So this is, I think you're right, kind of make or break year for him with the Dolphins. It just you need it because that's defensive end edge. That is another position that was kind of thinned out this year, and they're looking at. I think they have to look at him as someone who can be a leader, who can step up and actually play a major role, bigger role than he's played the last 2 years.
Cunio, we're going to be running out of time here, but what are your spidey senses telling you about where LeBron ends up?
Oh man, I think he's going to end up here in Miami, and I don't think he's going to go anymore to Philly or Golden State because I think if he does that, now there is this feeling of, oh, he brought a championship everywhere else. And as much as I love that storyline, and we've talked about this, I wanted him to go to Philly because I wanted to see if he can do it there too. I don't think he owes those. There would be some feeling of having to owe them what he did at Cleveland and Miami and in LA. I think he can go to Miami. I think he can go to Cleveland and just ride out the end of his career. Now, there'll be expectations. Obviously, these teams want to win, but I don't think that magnifying glass will be as sharply honed in on him. And the whole schedule thing, by the way, because I did hear you guys talk about that earlier, I don't like that the schedule's being held up by that. If I'm Adam Silver saying that publicly, because then you're kind of saying is my league devoid of stars to carry like a primetime schedule like you need LeBron? At some point, LeBron's not going to be in the NBA. So to say that the schedule is being held up by him, I really did not like the commissioner saying that, no matter if it's true or not. But I do feel like LeBron is probably heading to Miami.
Cunio, happy National Junk Food Day.
Is it back? It's already been a year?
Yeah, it's National Junk Food Day.
Can't wait. Sorry for yelling at you at the beginning of the
No.
segment.
I interrupted you. I absolutely deserve
No,
that.
I'm now I'm riddled with guilt.
Well, I know I'm riddled with guilt. I should not have interrupted you. That was on me.
I'm sorry. I'm going to side text you. I'm sorry later
No,
tonight.
don't tell
okay?
me you're
Just
sorry
keep on
because
your phone.
I'm sorry. You put me in my place and I deserved it.
No, I didn't like that.
No, I
got
will not
contentious.
accept that you're not liking it. I want you to be firm in
I
your
love you.
putting me in my
Take me
place.
back.
I love you too.
Take me back.
Okay, I love you. All right. Bye.
Bye. You hang up.
You hang up first.
Yeah, that's silly.
Do you now pronounce us Chuck and Larry?
That was cute.
We'll see you, Cunha.
Bye, guys.
All right, I can cleanse myself of this. Cheetah Pompano, that is a great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got VIP areas, 4 stages of entertainment, and the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. Cheetah Palm Beach is having their sexy luau party tomorrow. Cheetah Palm Beach. You head over to Cheetah Palm Beach for a day of food, drinks, and good vibes. There'll be a free luau lunch special, 11:30 till 3, a roast pig carving station, $5 sex on the beach drink specials, $25 bar tab giveaways, a hula hoop contest with a $100 grand prize, and more. That is tomorrow at Cheetah Palm Beach. So whether you're going to Cheetah Palm Beach or you're going to Cheetah Pompano Beach, where I say every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach, you're going to have a great time. You want the details, just check out cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Sarabatudo.
Build me up, Buttercup. What am I missing?
There's something about Mary.
Ah, gotcha. It was like an hour ago.
Yeah, but I wanted to play it.
All right, 4 o'clock hour. We will start with the stock market report, sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Better day today on Wall Street than yesterday. Dow Jones up 384 points, S&P 500 up 65 points, and the NASDAQ up 329 points. So nice little reversal from yesterday. All right. Get to headlines here for the 4 o'clock hour. We're going to play some Talk About It Tuesday this hour as well. We'll keep an eye on LeBron, but Rich Paul has said there will be no decision today, which kind of leads me to believe that there's going to be a decision today, because it just seems like the way that they enjoy operating on stuff like that, like putting stuff out there. But no, he did say flat out there's going to be no decision today. So doesn't seem like there will be, but we'll continue to monitor it as we have been for the last couple of weeks. Headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito when we want a low price. You save with your Pricito. You could save with your Pricito right now at Doral Hyundai.
You guys see this video of Tyler Hero reacting to being traded?
What is that from? Where did they get that from?
I don't know, but it looks like some sort of documentary that Tyler Hero, I don't know if he's trying to do like a YouTube thing or if there's a doc being filmed about Tyler Hero.
It's him watching on a big screen Shams break this Giannis trade news.
Right.
What is this on social media?
Yeah, I mean, that's where the clip is from. Like, it's starting to make the rounds. I don't know what the origin of it is.
Me neither. I haven't been able to figure that out. But his quote when watching Shams Charania report that the deal was done was, quote, "Y'all done lost your mother bleeping mind."
Oh, great decision.
But, I mean, what is he suggesting that they lost their bleeping minds about? That he got traded for Giannis? Like what? I don't understand who lost their minds.
Sometimes you think myopic, where like what he thinks of himself and what you look at him, big picture.
Yes, I get that. I'm certainly guilty of that. Like, I totally understand that. But if you've heard your name bandied about for years on trades, and then you find out it's happening and it's for Giannis, I'm just curious who he thought lost their minds. Like, maybe he's saying, "Hey, Milwaukee, you've lost your mind. Do you realize you're trading Giannis for me?"
I don't think that's the approach, Hawk.
Is it possible? It's possible. I'm just curious who that was directed at. Y'all lost your mother bleeping minds. Like, who?
It has to be the Heat. Pat Riley, decision makers.
The Florida Panthers have entered a 3-year affiliation extension with the Savannah Ghost Pirates.
Oh, look at that.
Great name.
Big Ghost Pirates fan.
Great logo, too. You got to have a good logo for one of these minor league teams. Got to have a great logo.
I want to get a hat for the frozen pizzas. Did anyone see that? There's a minor league team named the Frozen Pizzas.
I'll wear that hat.
That seems like a good hat, right? Let's adopt the frozen pizzas.
You know what? I got y'all MEAC hats.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, that's my favorite conference.
There's a West Palm Beach Iguanas baseball team.
That's the Frozen Iguanas.
Right.
But that's the Jupiter Hammerheads. They just play as the Frozen Iguanas a couple times a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I know Tobin got one of those hats. It was a whole thing.
Well, he loves iguanas. And then he scared Giannis with his iguanas.
He did, yeah.
The Wisconsin Frozen Pizzas. That's Wisconsin's newest alternate identity. Wisconsin is the frozen pizza capital of the world. Did you know that?
No.
The Wisconsin Timber Rattlers have unveiled the Wisconsin Frozen Pizzas as a new identity for the team's alternate arsenal. So a lot of minor league teams do this. They have an alternate identity. It's another way to sell hats and jerseys and stuff. But I did not know that Wisconsin says here, people in the state of Wisconsin consume more frozen pizzas than any other state in the union and probably the world on a per capita basis.
Would you want a frozen pizza over a fresh pizza?
Right. And there's so much, the cheese in Wisconsin is unparalleled. So why would you get a frozen pizza?
That's a good point.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Although it gets cold in Wisconsin, so maybe you don't want to go out.
And maybe very rural, so they can't, there's no Pizza Huts around.
So cold that when you're getting the pizza delivered, it's frozen by the time that it gets to you, and so that technically is a frozen pizza.
Right.
just freeze them and heat them up.
Yeah.
There is something satisfying about just like a really mediocre frozen pizza on a random Sunday afternoon.
I refuse to eat frozen pizza anymore because there's so many pizza places or in walking distance because now we live downtown. Like I can go get a slice anywhere. The only frozen pizza that I will, and DJ loved him now that he's not in the apartment anymore, but I have a bunch of them. The Red Baron pizza breads. Those are so good.
Those are good.
Little Chaz, my 6-year-old, he takes a frozen pizza. Well, it's not frozen. We heat it up in the morning to camp in school every single day.
Which brand?
I don't even know. Little tiny circle ones, deep dish.
That could be the Red Baron. That because Red Baron does a deep dish circle.
Yeah, it's probably.
I've never had it. Is it good?
Well, Chaz loves it because now you can't send any peanut butter to these schools because these kids are soft. So we have to do something other than.
If you don't have a peanut allergy, you can't send peanuts.
Oh, if they open his lunch pail and there's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, they throw it out and then they put the lunch pail by the garbage can in the back. It's crazy.
Lunch pail. Was he going to work on the girders, building a building?
The lunch pail. What do y'all call it?
What's he, Archie Bunker, going to work on the the mill?
Where's your lunch pail, Chaz? In the sink.
The lunch pail. You're not teaching them lunch pail, are you?
I teach them lunch pail.
You get beat up.
I said, no, I'm trying to make them tough. And then, the Gatorade bottles, like the hydrate, like in sporting events, the Gatorade bottles, I call them juice boxes.
But that's not a juice.
I know, but I'm trying to make them, all my kids call the big Gatorade things juice boxes.
A juice box, but that's not a juice box. If he says I want a juice box, then it's a Capri Sun or something.
Yeah, I had to break him out of that Capri Sun thing. Those are too expensive.
The Capri Sun is a pouch, Hawk.
I know, but I call those a juice box.
They have it in bottles now.
Capri Sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way it tastes as good in a bottle as it does out of a pouch.
No shot.
Yeah. Honestly, like if you're going to drink a juice out of a bottle, drink a juice. If you want a drink out of a pouch, that's Capri Sun.
Yeah.
I didn't make the rules.
I just abide by it.
Just abide by it.
So you don't eat frozen pizza, huh? That's shocking to me.
Uh-uh.
Costco, Kirkland
Well,
brand.
I don't have a Costco card,
Right,
so I've never been there.
Kirkland brand, they just have these mediocre, really not good at all frozen pizzas. They're not. But every now and then.
So not mediocre.
Less than mediocre. I think the term is bad.
Yeah.
They're bad.
They're not that bad.
Every now and then, Hawk, you throw them in the oven. They're ready in 10, 15 minutes. The crust is like cardboard. I mean, this pizza sucks. But there's something.
There is cardboard underneath it, though. You're not cooking that and eating it, are you?
Yes, he doesn't separate them.
But there's something like.
I mean, this
homey.
tastes like cardboard. Oh, you're eating cardboard.
There's something like homey about it, where you just.
Yeah, there is something about a frozen pizza.
You snack on it.
Yeah.
Middle of the afternoon on a Sunday. Hot summer day, you don't feel like ordering anything. You don't feel like driving anywhere. You just throw it into that little toaster oven. It's ready in 15 minutes. You burn the roof of your mouth.
Yeah,
and it's the time of your life.
This Uber Eats. Have y'all heard of it?
That's the thing. It's like, how can you make yourself a frozen pizza anymore when you can have a pizza at your house in 20 minutes?
I know for a fact it takes 18 minutes to make the frozen pizza in the morning for Chaz. I can go on Uber Eats and get a fresh pizza from Marco Pizza or Papa John's in 20 minutes.
I've never had the Marco. Is it any good?
Oh, Marco's good.
Is it good?
They are good.
Yeah.
They have the cup pepperonis.
Yeah, I don't love the pepperoni cups because they just fill up with
Good.
grease.
They're called pepperositos.
No,
I don't think they are.
They're called Old World pepperoni.
No,
Yeah, but I think they're just pepperoni cups.
No, pepperositos or pepperocinis.
Yeah, no, the pepperoncinis are an actual pepper.
Yeah, that's a totally different thing.
That comes in the box with Papa John's, like a pepperoncini.
Mm.
Yeah.
Been ordering wrong.
You don't say give me extra pepperoncinis, do you?
Yeah, I say the pepperoncinis, the little pepperonis.
You're marked in their system.
Hey, the dum-dums calling again.
I just want to make sure I have this straight. The pepper, you think they're pepperonis, but it's an actual pepperoncini. And you're eating the cardboard on a frozen pizza.
Yeah, you have that right.
That's who I've surrounded myself with.
You're locked in.
What about like the DiGiorno pizzas?
All right, give us sports headlines. Good bit, but give us.
What, you're not a big fan of the DiGiorno
Yeah,
pizzas?
we got you. We got you.
Had really carved out the 4 o'clock hour headlines to talk about Dunkirk, but gonna have to scratch that all off.
Miami Dolphins have placed wide receiver Chris Bell on the active non-football injury list.
He's coming off the ACL.
Yeah,
injury.
we kind of knew that when they drafted him.
Yeah. He's a next year guy, was everybody saying.
He's supposed to be legit good. Remember,
He's a steal if he ends up being healthy at some point.
Yeah. I heard
He's a
Omar
guy
talking about it, and like he was a first-round talent, but he slipped because of injury.
he tore up the Canes here. Remember, that was one of the games that Mario Cristobal and the Hurricanes lost at home to Louisville, and it was really just a ton of penalties or whatever. But, bro, Chris Bell had a ball game that day.
I'm going to talk to him Thursday and give him ACL encouragement because I tore my ACL.
Oh, that's right. You got your rookie speech to the Dolphins on Thursday.
Yeah. I wrote some notes.
You want to bounce them off us?
A lot of cuss words.
All right.
No, financial literacy. I'm going to bring Junior Seau, Zach Thomas, and Jason Taylor, and the 3 different things they all taught me. So now you have 3 Hall of Famers on what they taught me, and then go into life about money management, girls, your body is your temple type stuff. Yeah, I can speak now.
What are you wearing?
A yellow shirt, red hat. Talking about right now. What are we talking about?
No, how are you going to address the team is what I was asking. Are you going to wear cargo shorts and a Walmart T-shirt? You're going to wear your old jersey? Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to be wearing?
Cargo pants, brown. Black T-shirt. Yeah, hair down.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
That's funny. I said serious, and Siri thought I said Siri. And so she said, mm-hmm.
That's what she's wearing.
Siri, what are you wearing?
No, I don't have a body.
Well, now I got to ask Claude because Claude's got a better sense of humor than Siri. Hold on. Hey, Claude, what are you wearing?
Well, I'm an AI, so no wardrobe to speak of. Is there something I can actually help you with today?
Claude got a look.
I've been shot down before. I know how that feels.
Claude's a little snarky.
Crowder, it's interesting because you're going to speak to the rookies. When you were a rookie, I imagine there was somebody that the Dolphins brought in to do the same thing, talk to you about your body being a temple, stay away from women, stay out of trouble.
No, I don't think the speech is stay away from women.
No, it's just no,
Yeah.
Be wise with your
Yeah.
decision making.
Like if you never had a girl, now you're not cute. Like you're a virgin. Like they know that you play ball. Like kind of the, let's be honest about life type speech.
Yeah. So
in fact, you should go around the room and like point at people like, I know you don't have a lot of experience with women. I know you don't. Let's have a breakout session for all you ugly bastards who are going to be good looking amazingly in the next couple of weeks.
Hey, Biggie Smalls eye, come on down here and talk to me post speech, because I know you ain't done nothing. No, you know what? I think I've told the story before. You know what? I guess upsets the most guys is when I call the guys out with like expensive jewelry on, and I'm like, "What do you need that for? What like that? You're trying to impress girls? Like what? What's like? Why do you have $100,000 chain? Like why? I don't, it ain't fresh." They have no answers. There's never an answer, and those are the guys that hate me.
Yeah, but to be fair, you are rocking a G-Shock. I mean, I wouldn't take advice from you.
But
either.
also, like, this kid's got $28 million in his bank account. Like, hey, okay, pops. Sorry, it's not impressing you, Grandpa.
Okay, well, we'll go a little deeper into the preview. That's gonna attract gold diggers and people that want to rob you. It's all that's gonna attract. You want a real woman and you want to get robbed, or maybe tone it down a little bit and just enjoy your life. And they get mad at that. A bunch of them get mad.
Over under 5 times you'll refer to yourself as Unk while talking to the rookies.
I don't use Unk. I don't use it.
There was an update, gentlemen, on Jacoby Brissett. Did you see this? Josh Appel sent it to us. So Jacoby Brissett, who I maintain is going to get paid by the Arizona Cardinals. Ian Rappaport still has his job. He said a day before the Cardinals report, and there is not yet a resolution to Brissett's contract situation.
Pretty
Arizona
amazing.
And Brissett, who is his own agent. I didn't know this. Jacoby Brissett is his own agent. They have been actively negotiating for the last several months and agree he's due a raise. Of course, everybody agrees that except for Hawk and Crowder. No consensus yet on the number. This guy's his own agent?
He's maximizing every dollar.
Yeah. One of the first guys did that was Dante Culpepper when he left Minnesota and came down here. He negotiated his own contract.
I mean, it's a lot of money you're saving if you get the value that you deserve.
Yeah, 3% of 100 million, or even 3% of 20 million. It's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, he's old enough to be everybody's agent at this point, right? I mean, he's probably done 30 of these contract negotiations by now. There was another, speaking of Arizona, not that he's on Arizona anymore, but I saw this, that Kyler Murray and J.J. McCarthy, that quarterback battle in Minnesota, the Miami Dolphins play the Minnesota Vikings this year. That quarterback battle will go right up to the start of the season, according to NFL.com.
All right.
What I tell y'all in Oregon at the Nike thing, Kyler Murray's family has a service dog that's like 130-pound pit bull. They take a 130-pound pit bull around with them everywhere they go.
The whole family has a service dog?
No, it's one service dog. His name is, I forget his name, Spiral or something. It has something to do with football, but it's a gigantic dog, and it comes with them everywhere. On the field, walks around. We were in like a green room. I don't really like big dogs like that. And I'm like, man, keep Spiral away from me. And he's like, oh, he's nice. I said, he's nice till he bites my calf off.
Yeah.
Leave Spiral over there.
Probably weighs more than Kyler Murray.
Ride them.
He's there to protect Kyler.
All right. Anything else in the headlines? I don't have enough time for talk about it Tuesday.
Marlins play tonight. You're going to play the Houston Astros. Listen to it right here.
They got to get off the schneid. Killing me.
Figure it out, Clayton. Weather.
Swoosh. I just looked it up. It's known. His name is Swoosh. He's a huge pit bull.
It's a tough name for a dog.
Now, this dog doesn't have anything tough. he's bigger than my children.
Couldn't have just gone with a bodyguard. You went with a pit bull.
I like bodyguards better because I'm not scared of them.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 92 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Storm season is here. Make sure your home is ready. I'll fix that copy at some point. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com. By the way, Hawk and Crowder, that tropical depression / storm is named Bertha. It's in the Panhandle. It is going west towards the Texas Galveston area, but it's not expected to turn into a hurricane.
Yeah, because it's already like almost off the coast. So
right. It's just going to be a lot of rain there.
Can't turn into much.
All
right.
I like it.
Going to play a little Talk About It Tuesday in the next segment, so do not go anywhere.
If your garage doors are outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, you need to get hurricane ready now. Let's be honest. We know what happens this time of year, and we've been lucky for a while, but don't wait. Call Allied Doors today. They have been serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. The Crowder family, we've been, over a decade, probably 13 years, 14 years. I'm telling you, Allied Doors are the best. If you're the beautiful home on the block, with the beautiful yard, the wonderful family, wave at everybody, and you have those garbage garage doors. If you're not them, you know the neighbor I'm talking about. Don't be them, and don't wait. Call Allied Doors today. Tell your neighbor to call Allied Doors. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors that are built to protect and upgrade your home fast. And I'm telling you, the LiftMaster openers, they have side LiftMasters. They have all kind of stuff. You got to look into these LiftMasters. They are quiet, they are efficient, they are the best, and they're built to perform. Call Allied Doors today. Like I said, our personal home that my children live in, me and my wife, and our investment properties, we deal with Allied Doors because they're the best. Give them a call today, 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad, and you get $300 off. The best company to protect and upgrade your home fast with $300 off. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I want Hawk to bathe me.
Little talk. Hey. Brings us to a little Talk About It Tuesday, which is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. Let's hear the big ol' open for Talk About It Tuesday, Solana.
Pecan or pecan?
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
All right, Solana, impress us.
How do you guys want to start here? A little sportsy, a little food, a little not sportsy. What do you guys want to start with here?
I'll go sports. Why not?
All right. I'll start with food then.
Okay.
I saw spicy chicken strips are coming back to Chick-fil-A, or they're coming to Chick-fil-A for the first time. And it had me thinking, what is the best version of boneless chicken? So, like, chicken wings don't count here, but what's the best version of boneless chicken that you can eat with your hands? So the oblong chicken sandwich, Hawk, doesn't count. This isn't.
But I can eat
sandwich.
that with my hands.
Right, but you can't. The chicken sandwich doesn't count here. It's between
It's
the chicken
literally
tender.
made to eat with your hands.
Right, but the sandwich
my
doesn't
answer.
count. The sandwich doesn't count. Chicken tender.
So then you should have excluded sandwiches instead of stuff you can eat with your hands.
I am excluding sandwiches here.
Well,
because
you
I'm
buried
giving
the
you
lead.
three options: chicken tenders, chicken strips, or chicken nuggets.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
I have a question.
I have the same question.
Why is this game so complicated for you guys? I give you three options to choose from. What could you possibly have a question about?
Two of the options are the same.
What
They're
is
not.
the difference between a nugget? What were yours? Tenders, strips, and nuggets?
I'm glad you asked, because I had the same question.
Tenders and strips are the same thing.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah, they're.
Nope. Chicken
They are.
strips. No, they're not.
They are.
Chicken tenders and chicken fingers are the same thing. Chicken tenders and chicken strips are totally different.
Didn't you just say tender strips and fingers are the same thing?
No, chicken tenders and fingers are the same. Chicken strips and chicken
You said all
tenders-
three.
Chicken tenders are totally different.
You said three things, and I'm pretty certain one of them was tender strips.
Well, clarify it for us.
Okay.
What's the difference between a tender and a
what is
strip?
the difference?
Chicken strips are cut from the actual boneless breast. So it's like a chicken breast, cut, battered, fried, served. Chicken tenders or fingers are made from the pectoral muscle of the chicken. So it's a different part of meat. It's
Isn't
a different cut.
Isn't that both the breast?
That's the breast. Have you
No,
ever
it's not-
seen a chicken, like a rotisserie chicken? It doesn't have meat on the backside.
Where
It's
do
the
you
same-
think the pectoral is? In the ass?
It's the pectoralis minor, Hawk. It's the minor.
All right, well, I'm sticking with my answer, the oblong chicken sandwich. This will shock you, actually. This will shock you. My favorite type there out of all three is the nugget.
But less meat.
It's not less meat per capita.
That's a good point.
I just think, I find that when there's a tender or a strip or a finger, they get too cutesy sometimes with the breading. When it's a nugget, the breading is more minimal. And that's the way I enjoy eating it.
But the nuggets there's not nuggets at restaurants. Nuggets is fast food.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like to have less breading, because once you take that bite off the tip, now you have meat, more meat. I love the meat.
Can I shock you with something? Speaking of chicken tenders, I've never had a Publix chicken tender sub.
All you eat is avocado toast. Because every time we have this conversation, you have eaten nothing else.
But
You
we
never
had
had a
Zach
pub
Belbon
sub?
giving us his full review of the chicken tender sub, and we had like this long conversation about the chicken tender sub.
I always pretend like that's Publix's best sub because everyone raves about it. But if I get a pub sub, it's always turkey. I've never had the chicken tender sub.
You're not watching Apollo 13. You're not watching Armageddon. You're missing the best of the world can give.
I like their honey roast turkey sub, boar's head, with mayo, Swiss, lettuce, raw onions, banana peppers, and oil and vinegar. And I don't really love their chicken tenders at Publix. I think there's too much breading. So I don't get I've never gotten their sub.
I would say you're toasted. Are you melting that Swiss?
No.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Are you a construction worker?
Nah, I don't like their subs toasted either.
Why would anyone want a sub toasted? We all went through the Quiznos phase. It failed. Every Quiznos closed. So I don't need the toasted sub.
It's not even toasted. It's in a microwave too. Like they just nuke it.
It's not nuked.
It's nuked.
It's an air fryer.
It's like pressed almost, I think.
No, it's like a little air fryer. They slide it in there on that little sheet.
We ever give DBJ Quiznos? Tasty.
Isn't it toasty?
Whatever.
You haven't been to Quiznos. You have never been to Quiznos.
I loved Quiznos for a minute. That was like heaven.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Wow, we really did give it to him. That's crazy. I just have no new material.
Quiznos. Toasty.
Nobody tell Chris Kennard that I'm out of material.
All right. That was a fail.
Yeah, you gave it a shot.
Yeah, that was okay.
Nuggets, by the way.
All right, give us
eat like a 3-year-old.
Give us something sportsy.
Something sportsy. Would you guys rather give up toilets or showers for the rest of your life?
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. I can keep baths.
No.
So I can't clean myself ever?
You can still clean yourself, but you can't do it in a tub, in a shower of sorts.
I got you. So no porcelain.
No porcelain.
No porcelain, I'm sorry, is the toilet.
It's a toilet.
Yeah. No pouring water.
Yeah, you can still pour water, but it has
This
to be
one
like
isn't well thought out
in a
either. Give us something else. You're 0 for 2. It's just not working.
Hey man, I've gone to the bathroom in the woods so many times. It's easy to give up a toilet.
Yeah, I don't think I ever would do that, but I have to shower every day.
Yeah, I got to wash, but yeah, I've sat against a tree going to the bathroom and watched a family of hogs walk past me.
I mean, isn't a shower essentially a toilet?
I mean, it could be, I guess. I mean, anything could be a toilet, really.
You know what, Solana, I was going to get on you. I don't know about number 2, but I pee in the shower.
Oh, yeah, that's like Pavlovian for me. Shower turns on.
And you aim right towards the little hole. So
such a great game. All right, give us another one. This isn't working.
So, two very important stories before I give you this next question, which I can tell is going to lead to just nonsense. But
all right.
I saw a list today that Bill Belichick is basically on the hot seat, and that he is top 5 in odds to be fired as the first head coach from his current program. And then Harbaugh finally responded to Scadaboo, who we didn't even talk about, doing a flip.
Yeah, what's going on with that guy? That guy needs to bring him up when you speak to the rookies on Thursday.
He's thinking of himself a little higher than his talent has done.
But I don't think I don't think he's got a lot of brain processing power, period.
Oh, yeah.
So I like he is who you're seeing. He's the guy who is going to do backflips at the club to impress the ladies. He's going to end up bloody. He's not going to care. Like, he's like that guy.
He's Gronk without 8 Pro Bowls.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's tough to be Gronk without 8 Pro Bowls.
Well, Giants head coach John Harbaugh finally put a quote out there. He said, dude, at least stick it. You know what I mean? Land the thing if you're going to do it. That just seems like it's a nightmare of a match.
I was thinking, I was watching because I was watching ESPN and I think they were showing Malik Neighbors or something. I was thinking, are the Giants going to be any good?
Nope.
You think they're going to be terrible?
No, not terrible, but everybody's like, oh, look at how well set up. John Harbaugh has it in New York.
Jackson
and all of a sudden,
Dart looked good. Scadaboo, like those three guys, Dart, Scadaboo, Neighbors, like kind of were impressive for a few weeks there.
They have a hell of a defense. I think that's why Harbaugh went there.
Right.
Young offensive talent and a great defense. They just do something.
Like, do you think they're going to be good, or do you think this is like a disaster waiting to happen?
Disaster waiting to happen.
I think it's 9-8.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a meh.
So who lasts longer with their current team? Is it Bill Belichick as the head coach of North Carolina, or is it Cam Scadaboo as the running back of the New York Giants?
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Are you taking into account injuries, or you're saying like getting benched or
getting traded? The way I see it, Harbaugh doesn't put up with nonsense.
He's not going to enjoy the Cam Scadaboo experience.
He saw that video and had to think to himself what you just said, which is this guy has zero brain processing power. Like I don't.
But he is good.
I don't tolerate
when
that.
He's got the rock. Like, he is good.
Yeah. And the Bill Belichick experiment, my guess is they'll give him one more season. And
I'm not certain he'll make it through the season, and I'm not even certain that it would be UNC firing him. He may get sick of losing and questions and doing it on a level that he's not accustomed to. He's accustomed to the highest level with Tom Brady and, you know, working for Bob Kraft. My guess would be Bill Belichick. Actually, you saying that, I'm checking the Hard Rock app to see if they have that prop, because I find that one to be interesting. I would say Bill Belichick does not last as long with UNC as Cam Scadaboo does with the Giants.
And you're just saying on the roster. As a starter, it's different. But just on the roster, Cam Scadaboo is on a 4-year, $5.2 million deal. Like, it's not real money. If he can play, he can play. Yeah. If not, they put him on IR. He'll last longer with the team, but I'm with you. I don't think Bill Belichick wants to do this too much more.
Jimmy?
Cam will last longer.
Solana?
I think it's Bill lasting longer.
You're down on Scadaboo.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't Harbaugh have to go into a situation with a young team?
He's young.
And set the example of, I don't tolerate this nonsense. He wants to build up that culture.
Are you forgetting how good Cam Scadaboo was, though? Like, you're gonna make an example out of it? Are you forgetting how
he was great for 8 weeks, and then
he got injured.
He tore up his leg, and guess what, Hawk? Like, the reality is in the NFL, running backs are the most replaceable position in the league, especially when you have a franchise quarterback.
I would take him in a heartbeat right now with the Dolphins. I'm not certain what you're doing with Cam Scadaboo. I'm not certain he's the smartest guy in the world, but that dude was tearing up the league.
And another thing you got to think about, Harbaugh is he's a coach that likes physicality, and Cam is a physical runner.
Who wouldn't love a fullback like that that's just busting heads and doesn't care about busting his own head?
Yeah.
He loves physicality, but he also runs a program or his team like a dictator. Like, that's always been his style. And this guy is willing to constantly spear people. Like he's a walking injury.
Who wouldn't want that?
He's a walking
coach?
injury. He's doing backflips 8 months removed from a major injury.
He's not doing drugs and fighting people and getting DUIs. He's doing goofy Gronk type stuff.
And I don't know what you're doing with that, because Bill Belichick was a dictator as well, and he put up with Gronk because the tight end, like, he was as good as you saw out there. Like Cam Scatterbo, I mean, literally was the talk of the league when he was healthy last season.
You're comparing Gronk, who might be the greatest tight end in the history of the NFL.
No, I'm telling you that
Cam
a dictator
Scatterbo's 8
coach
weeks.
will put up with a dumb guy if he delivers on the field, and Cam Scatterbo delivered on the field.
Crowder's gotten 3 phone calls to that hotel room phone during this segment. That's got to be the front
actual
desk.
landline.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might be trying to kick me out, but
That
I'm
thing
a
gets
hold.
a workout when you're there, man.
I'm a hold strong. I'm gonna put that little flipper on the door.
I don't know what you're doing with Cam Scatterbo there.
I don't know what you
Solana.
guys are doing with Cam Scatterbo. This guy had a couple great weeks for sure. I'm not downplaying
He could have been
that.
rookie of the year if he was healthy.
He played 8 weeks, 9
I'm
weeks.
saying if he was healthy.
You think everybody needs to be a brain surgeon to play in the NFL, Solana?
Oh, don't turn me pointing out the obvious that Cam Scatterbo is a danger upon himself to everybody has to be a brain surgeon to play in the NFL. That's not what I'm saying.
In other words, you're saying that he's going to get cut. He had one of the best rookie seasons that we've seen in a long time, and you're saying that John Harbaugh is going to trade him because he did a backflip at Fanatics Fest?
Yeah.
Why don't they trade Tyreek Hill every time he does a backflip?
It's
Because you're comparing Tyreek Hill.
No,
to
Cam Scatterbo had a better season than Tyreek Hill. Had a better season. You can't even argue that.
Tyreek Hill, Hawk.
You can't argue it. You can't argue it. You can't argue it.
He's a Hall of
Solana, I tell you, because I got all those arrests at Florida, right? Remember Mike Tice, the coach,
dictator,
a man's man in charge of everything.
Yeah.
He set me down and he was like, "Hey, do you have legal problems? Are you crazy? Whatever." I was like, "No, coach, I just fight. If somebody calls me names, I'm gonna punch him in the face." He was like, "Oh, a middle linebacker that likes to fight. No big deal." That was our whole conversation. Hey, a power back, fullback that likes to hit people in the face and do goofy stuff. Cool. He's gonna play 15, 20 plays a game. Why would you get rid of him?
I guess he's going to be one of Harbaugh's favorite players.
Yes.
You can always count on him.
Dude's doing backflips. Harbaugh doesn't like stuff like that. That's all I'm saying.
How do you know Harbaugh?
How do you know?
Harbaugh has something against gymnastics. What are you doing?
All I'm saying is the
You're
dude's
a
not.
John Harbaugh expert all of a sudden. No, he doesn't like backflips. I'm going to tell you right now.
I've always taken an interest into the Harbaugh.
Cartwheels, maybe. Backflips, no chance, no chance. I've studied this guy.
Man, he hates Simone Biles. He can't stand Simone Biles, dude.
Great. 5 o'clock hour is coming up on Hard Rock Bet. Everyone's invited to the party, and your name is on the list. Sign up with Hard Rock Bet today. Bet $5 on anything. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. A winning bet plus an extra $150 to bet with. That's how you get the party started on Hard Rock Bet. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. If you're still riding that soccer high, the world's biggest soccer tournament is over, but club action is back. Miami hosts Chicago for a midweek match day tomorrow. Maybe you want to bet someone to score a goal or a winger to record an assist, or maybe you think Miami's going to score at least 3 goals, however you draw it up. Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your picks into an epic same-game parlay. Hard Rock Bet, they give you new promos every single day. No sweat bets, profit boosts, bonus bets, and more. So no matter the day or the game, open up the app. If you have the Hard Rock Bet app right now, open it up, see what you've got waiting for you today. You can bet on baseball tonight. The WNBA's biggest stars take center stage in Chicago this weekend. It's an all-star game, so it's technically not the real thing, but you can bet it like it is on the Hard Rock Bet app. You've got the most prestigious cycling race in the world reaching its epic conclusion Sunday. You can bet on that. The roar of the engines, the bricks, the checkered flag, one of racing's most iconic weekends is here, and Hard Rock Bet is the fastest way to get in on all the action at the Indianapolis Brickyard Back your favorite drivers, chase the checkered flag, race your way into the winner's circle on Hard Rock Bet. It all starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
He's going to Greenbow, Alabama.
better. Somebody puts on the text line, Hawk, can you give a shout out to the Miami Suns girls EYBL and junior EYBL basketball teams? They're competing in the Nike Nationals in Chicago this weekend. Well, shout out to the Miami Suns. I just looked them up online. I was not aware of them. It says, welcome to the Miami Suns girls basketball organization, South Florida's premier youth basketball program. And I think EYBL is Elementary Youth Basketball League.
I'm not sure, but that sounds right.
Well, good luck to them. The Miami Suns as they compete in the Nike Nationals in Chicago this weekend.
Elite Youth Basketball League.
Elite Youth Basketball League. There you go. Let's get headlines here for the 5 o'clock hour so we could talk a little LeBron with Mike Wallace. Headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai.
Yeah, so the update on LeBron James is that he hasn't made his decision yet, according to Rich Paul, and he's still kind of going over the options and don't expect a decision today.
Rich Paul was on with Pat McAfee this morning. He talked with Dave McMenamin, and Rich Paul is everywhere, but there seems to be no decision. There seems to be no rush to make a decision. And Rich Paul said, hey, he's earned that right. And he has. Can't argue it.
He has. Still frustrated. I'm not going to lie. I'm still frustrated about this entire process.
Just because you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
All right.
Is it Miami? Is it not Miami? Can we move forward here? I want to know.
All right.
Closure.
Or the beginning, the opening.
The start of something new.
Mm-hmm.
So this was expected. I know Whitty had brought it up. Was it yesterday when we had Whitty on about Leo Messi? Inter Miami plays tomorrow.
Yeah.
They're back at it in MLS action after that pretty much month-long absence or stoppage because of the World Cup. Leo Messi will miss the MLS All-Star game, and it'll be a part of a 21-day rest period following the FIFA World Cup, which pretty much aligns with 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
As we had expected.
All right.
So no Messi in the All-Star game. Remember last year, he missed the All-Star game and the MLS suspended him for a game.
Yeah, it was a controversial decision by Messi.
Yeah.
But he won the championship, and then what are you going to do?
I mean, I don't think he cares about the MLS All-Star
I don't think he cares. I think he'd love to be suspended for the entire regular season. Whitty offered me his tickets to Inter Miami tomorrow. He can't go.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too difficult to get down to New Stadium from Boca.
Is it though? Because can't you take the...
Yes, but we don't get off the air
Tri-Rail
till
or whatever?
6. I'd be going with my wife. I just think it's too difficult.
I can't remember if it's the Tri-Rail or the Bright Line, whichever it is. There's a station.
I think it's Tri-Rail.
Tri-Rail.
Yeah, it takes you right up to the stadium.
Yeah.
Well, we should go August 1st. Inter Miami's playing a home game on August 1st, and it's Uruguayan Heritage Night in honor of Luis Suarez.
Oh, look at you. You got to go with your whole family.
Yeah, so the Solanas are thinking of going. If anybody's down to go celebrate Uruguayan Heritage Day at Inter Miami, you let me know.
All right. What is how will you celebrate that? What would one do?
We'll eat Jojo's.
Oh, I'm in for that.
Which you're a fan of.
When's your dad going back to Uruguay? Because I want some more of those yo-yos.
He's going very soon. But
Is he?
My cousin's coming. I can tell her
Please.
to bring you a couple of those Jojo's.
But tell her to get them wherever your dad brought them from.
Yeah.
Because those were some of the best pastries I've ever eaten.
All right. I got you. I'll hook you up. You shoot me a 50 and we'll take care of it.
All right. 50 Uruguayans?
Yeah, 50 Uruguayan pesos.
Is that what it's called? They use pesos?
Yeah, we use pesos.
What's the exchange rate for the U.S. dollar?
$1 is probably about 1,000 pesos.
All right. Let me see here.
Let's see. Uruguayan pesos to dollars. 1 Uruguayan peso is the equivalent of 0.025 cents.
All right. Wow.
So 50 Uruguayan pesos would be $1.25.
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure Google is more accurate than your math.
1 peso is 0.025 cents?
Correct. So 50 Uruguayan pesos is the equivalent of $1.25.
I'm not so certain.
Okay. I mean, there's a calculator. There's literally a calculator.
Yeah. So what are you saying? 150 Uruguayan pesos. Yeah, the $1.25.
Just looking here to see if there's any update. We know that the Miami Marlins play tonight. They're going to play against Houston. They're on that 7-game losing skid. Max Meyer is headed to the 15-day injured list.
But the game on this radio station tonight, I think tomorrow maybe we'll have Rod Allen join us. See what's going on with the Fish.
Yeah, I love checking in with RA.
No one calls him that.
Joe Shad from the Palm Beach Post, he tweeted this out. And by the way, this is not a shock, Hawk, because I know you started the show by just discussing how we're analyzing this team, which is essentially like don't pay attention to wins and losses. But here's why. The Miami Dolphins currently the 32nd ranked team in ESPN's NFL Power Index. They're ranked 29th in offense. They're ranked 32nd in defense. Third in strength of scheduled opponents. We know that, which is part of why everybody expects this to be such a debacle of a season. They're 31st with 2.1% chance to make the playoffs, and they're ranked 31st with a 0.6% chance to win the division.
They're at the bottom of just about everything. There are futures coming out, player props for the season, right? And I was interested, this was from Bet Online. I was interested because they released quarterback props. And I'll go over this with you and Crowder later this week. But there were player props released for wide receivers. And I found this to be interesting. I'm looking at the receivers. I'm like, well, where are some of the player props? And then I start reading the notes, the accompanying notes with the release. The Miami Dolphins, it says, are the only team that does not have any wide receiver stat odds.
Because every wide receiver,
they have no idea who's going to catch the ball and how many yards they can catch because they don't, like, it's such an unknown.
Right.
They have a lack of talent. Now, can someone prove himself to be a all-pro wide receiver? I hope so. But they don't have a star. They don't have, like, a number one. There's no one on their roster in the receiver room that would be the number one on another team in the league.
Nobody.
They literally don't have a player prop for receivers. The only team in the league.
We're still betting overs on Tutu Atwell all season, though, right?
I'm betting Tua rushing overs for Atlanta.
Do you know who's on Hard Knocks this year, Hawk?
Seattle.
Seattle?
I just saw that. I also just saw that they won the Super Bowl last year. I swear I had forgotten.
Wasn't that the most, like, underwhelming Super Bowl game?
I swear I had forgotten until I saw the Hard Rocks tweet, and I was like, oh, I mean, Hard Knocks. I got Hard Rocks on the brain.
Yeah. Yeah, Seattle. Seattle beat New England in the Super Bowl. It seems forgettable.
Yeah.
Very forgettable. But, bro, we're talking about rookies reporting to camp today. Next week on Tuesday, the Dolphins' entire team reports to camp. Hard Knocks starts August 4th. That's 3 weeks from now.
Wild.
It's football season, baby.
It's football season.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's football season.
We're going to have preseason football next month.
Yeah. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I think that game is August 8th.
The Hall of Fame game?
Yeah, isn't that a Thursday or maybe August 6th?
Wow.
If Hard Knocks starts August 4th, that's Tuesday. It's got to be that week.
August 6th.
August 6th.
That's crazy. I'm not ready.
Dolphins open their season Sunday, September 13th. That's their first official game. The Miami Hurricanes open Friday, September 4th at Stanford.
All right.
I was looking at the Hurricane schedule earlier. They end the season home versus Duke, home versus Virginia Tech, home versus Boston College. One of those games.
I don't know.
Classic Cristobal.
I don't know.
Cristobal fumble.
No more classic Cristobal
so
foul-ups anymore.
He has completely erased that part of his like baggage in your mind. No more Cristobal.
Yeah,
games.
I mean, you kind of make a national championship game. I'm down.
You're all in.
Yeah.
It's funny with the Heat maybe getting LeBron, but they have Giannis, and the Panthers re-up. They get the other Kachuk brother, Brady. Hurricanes might still be the best team in this town right now. All right, Hawk. Marlins tonight, as you mentioned, on this radio station. That'll be at 8 o'clock. Jack McMullen will be on the call. Marlins are back at home, by the way. This weekend, they will host the San Diego Fathers right here at Lone Depot Park.
Isn't it parents?
It's a great point by Jimmy.
Padre is father. Padres is parents.
The parents. Wow.
All these years you've been saying fathers, and I think Jimmy's right. I mean, it could be fathers. Could be
like the plural.
Yeah. No, it is the plural of father, but it's also parents.
Wow.
Right? These are mis padres.
The thing is that I think it's referring to padres as like priests.
Religious.
Like, the
fathers.
religious
Yeah.
fathers.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Spanish, the San Diego Padres are called Los Padres de San Diego, or simply Los Padres, which translates to the fathers or the friars.
Oh.
Yeah, don't correct me again, Jimmy.
I'll do it again.
All right. Anything else? I want to get to Mike Wallace.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is in the 90s still, 91 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the 80s. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
We will talk some LeBron and Heat and NBA with Mike Wallace, the smooth operator, in the next segment. So do not go anywhere.
How does $30 million in guaranteed prizes sound? That's right, $30 million in guaranteed prizes. You can cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circa Sports contests. Entries are starting at $1,000, and they're all with no rank. So here are the entries, okay? You can play the Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action, 128 different ways to win. Then there's the Circa Survivor. Pick one winner each week. Last one standing wins. And then it's what I like to call the granddaddy. It's the Circa Grandissimo with a $100,000 entry. You enter in Nevada, but you can play from anywhere. That's $30 million in guaranteed prizes. Again, that's guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for all the details.